Alrighty. Oh. All right, there we go. All right, let's go and get this started. Cool. How many people watching? 5? All right, cool, man. We're going to start off with Fishtank, and then we're going to get into Jeremy had a video. So, you know, he pays me to react to him now, sort of. I'm waiting for that check. You better not tell me it got lost in the mail. I ain't going to buy that shit. Ralph and Scarlett Hampton, did I say the name right, are going to get married. That's news. That is a bit surprising, but also not at the same time, because she is a bit of a train wreck. And yeah, you know what though, I would say last time I reacted to that stuff, I said, you know what, whatever you think is the most reasonable and rational thing to happen, bet the opposite of that, and that's what's going to happen. So if you think, oh man, there's no way she's going to get pregnant, nope, she's going to get pregnant. They're going to get married in Vegas. She's going to get knocked up. We'll get more into that later. And then, oh yeah, Mersh. Mersh has been getting into fights with his girlfriend or something. There's something about a black eye. We'll talk about that. So we're going to start off with some Fishtank, and then we'll get into the other stuff. We're going to do it that way. All right, let's go ahead and put this on the screen here, because I need to speed run this stuff. Like, it is, I'm so behind. We're on day 7. We need to get to day 10 by end of the night. All right, here we go.
7. As today is Elimination Day, the morning is dedicated to last-minute scheming and backstabbing. Bashir is unaware that last night, James Drake attempted to betray their pack and join forces with the girls to move against him. Fortunately for him, the girls ended up rejecting James's proposal. So as Bashir is unaware that all of this even happened and still assumes that James Drake is part of his pact, he gives him
he has no idea, huh?
a present in case of...
By the way, these beds are destroyed because these idiots were using the wood for their contest.
This is his last day in the tank. Will James still backstab Mohammed, or has he had a change of heart?
Mohammed.
At the suggestion of Bashir, the boys converge all of their plant matter into one bag, as he feared that production would randomly yell out that the challenge is over, meaning the time window to do so would be closed. I'm not sure if I even mentioned this in a previous video, but at some point Landon did reveal
Dude,
that...
I like how, like, this Bashir guy, he's even dressed up like a villain. I like his clothes, man.
In his free time, he likes to troll a known lol cow named Ghost Politics. Ghost Politics was streaming the other day and found out that Landon was on the show and started losing it. So Mince comes up and shows him a clip of Ghost Politics reacting to Landon meeting Bam Margera.
Barry Chad Barry has a famous connections now. Are you kidding me? Black Barry actually got on Fishtank? I gotta see this, Jalen. All right, I gotta see this. Landon, right? Yes. Bam. Nice to meet you. Yeah, you too. Oh my God, that's Barry Black. That's Barry Blackberry. Well, yesterday I flew in from Wisconsin. Oh, cool. Yeah. It's him. Milwaukee? Yeah, Milwaukee, more of Stevens Point, but cool. Yeah, well, yesterday I flew in. Bear my chair. This really cool indoor skate park called... Put the PC shut on. Look, put the PC shut on. Look at this, jail.
I really appreciate that. It's awesome, right? Yeah.
Vicky asked...
So a troll was freaking out, huh? All right, cool.
See production
Ghost Politics?
saying that his...
I know, like, right? That's a blast from the past. Isn't he the guy that used to freak out and smash, like, beer cans? Oh, man, didn't he go to war with, like, the bronies? Ghost Politics. Ghost Politics. What's up? What's up, guy? What's up, Load? Load Evan? You doing all right?
It's time for her to go home only hours before the elimination.
Like, I'm gonna have to leave. And I really don't want to.
About what?
Can I write it down?
Can you hint? Can you give me a hint?
Oh, period problems. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. I mean, she's saying she has to leave before she even gets eliminated. She's shitting herself. She has diarrhea, dysentery. Ethan has played out. I'm hoping in this arc, something amazing happens. It's actually, when we get more viewers, I'll cover it. I'll talk about it.
Is it tampons?
No. They're,
We sent somebody out to get tampons. They're coming back.
it's not about that.
You do have some?
Yeah.
Cancel that. Just stay here. What is it? What's the topic or genre?
I have to prioritize things that matter to me that are more important than anything.
Alright, Beza.
No, I know, but this is like that serious, dude.
What? Did you get
She
a
has to leave in private stuff that are important to her.
secret coded TTS?
You need King TL. Like, if King TL will come back, that'd be great. Yeah, for the show, for sure. Because there's still plenty of stuff we want to do with the guy. You might have noticed, I don't know if you're in my Discord, but we have AI bots now. Chat bots. The VC doesn't work yet. Because I guess I haven't put any money in it. And, I'm pretty cheap, so I'm not gonna until it's time.
No, it's just something that came to my mind that I realized I never thought about, and
Okay, someone is targeting her family. Or someone find out, oh, does she have a kid? I wonder if she has a kid.
I can see it happening, and there's people. I can't say this out loud in here. And I really don't want to leave, guys, because I'm having a great time, and
So don't leave. There's nothing. It's fine. Everything's cool. You're just stressing because it's elimination day.
it's not about that. I'm not stressed about that at all, even if I get shot at.
What is it? She better tell us.
I have an amazing plan. It's going to be hilarious. Is my family able to contact you guys? Do they have your numbers?
We're pretty easy to reach out to.
Yeah,
We don't.
we're publicly on Twitter and Instagram, and if
Like my sister reached out to you and you got that message.
yeah, so I already have contact with your family.
Promise?
Yeah.
And you guys would let me know immediately if they reached out and like said something to you guys.
Yeah.
And I promise it has nothing to do with this elimination or nothing. It's just something I thought about and realized.
Family issues. Okay. All right.
There. And unfortunately, I am worried that this might make me leave.
Out of the drywall. Being smart. Don't worry about those distractions. And read this. There's a good fortune there.
Ben and Jet take over.
Man, they have to kind of like deal with all these idiots and like talk to all. Like these guys are kind of like therapists in a way. All right.
Over the cam and give us their thoughts of what might happen later today.
James Drake knows that even though we're trying to like prevent people from snitching on the speakers, that it's not 100%. He does not trust the audience. He's not going to say, hey, I'm eliminating this person. I think he's holding on to the suspense until the last second. I think that...
And I like that idea. Keep it a mystery.
People have an idea of who he could
Yeah, King should be on Fishtank, absolutely.
eliminate right now. But I still think that there's like a chance he does like something crazy.
All right. I will pause this real fast. Yeah, let's cover the Ethan Ralph stuff a little bit here real fast. So, Ethan Ralph and Scarlett Hampton are a thing that we've talked about many times. In fact, it's been around so much that there's even been a cool little meme song about it. If you haven't seen it, it's great. It's this one, I Love You, Bish.
first saw you, thought you were the bomb. Thought you were the finest woman I'd ever seen. On black.com, so now you're with me. Think it's time I said, this misery needs company until at least one of us drops dead.
No shit, that is a good line. This misery needs company. All right. Anyway, so I'll play the rest. Play the rest.
Won't you stay in my shack?
Yeah. It's funny.
I'll buy
It's still
you
funny.
so much crack. I love you, bitch. Please grant my wish.
All right. If you want to watch the rest of that, I'll put the link in the chat there. But it's a good song. I highly recommend it. It's one of the best. Oh, there's a video here. Is that the video I'm playing? What's this one? Oh, she's live. Okay, we'll take a look at that in a second, though. So, but Ethan, Ralph, and Scarlett Hampton are a thing. They're a couple. They're in love. Like, and the reason why we're going to continue talking about this because, one, I cover Ethan Ralph. It's been a while since I've dedicated to that, but actually now I kind of feel like it's time because and also I think the Keto Casino was wrong when they said this was Alice 2.0. It's not Alice 2.0. Alice 2.0 was Junkyard Trash Room Alice from our RV5 trip or whatever. She got herself drunk by consuming a lot of Jägermeister that Ethan Ralph had bought for her and gave him like sloppy blacked out head, according to her story, and doesn't remember most of it, and had regrets and all this stuff. Scarlett Hampton might have been pilled out and blacked out the whole time meeting with Ethan Ralph, but she hasn't spilled the beans on him. In fact, if anything, they have doubled down. They both have doubled down and are still like together. And so I'm like this. If you think this is going in a path that's been done before, there's only one path you can really compare it to, and that's Pantsu, if anything. Because I'm telling you this, man, they're going to get married, and she's going to live with them. Either she lives with him or he lives with her. Either way, they're getting married, and either way, she's getting knocked up, but she's not going to actually deliver the baby. I ain't going to say she's going to abort it, but I'm going to say the hand of God's going to try to. Miscarriage. Except this third Gunt baby defies God and says no. And that will truly be the Antichrist right there. That's my prediction. We'll see. We'll see what happens on April 10th if Scar and Ralph actually get married. This does kind of remind me of Pantsu a bit because I believe they got married in Vegas, right? Yeah, and they had the Whitechapel. They had burgers at the White Castle. Yeah. So I hope they do that. All right. So yeah, I mean, there you have. I mean, look, the last time we talked about this, they had a quick video of this right here. Let's play it.
We'll get married in Vegas.
Get married in Vegas.
I'm saying it too. Because I think I can, I was thinking about this. So I might still be married. But my marriage is in Vegas and I haven't heard anything from the other party in years at this point. And so I'm thinking quickie annulment if I am still married, which I don't know for sure that I am. Quickie annulment. And then,
oh yeah, that's another thing too. What is it? That might put a damper in this whole thing. That actually might prevent the wedding from happening. He might still be married. I don't know. The pantsuit.
Quickie marriage in Vegas, since it was in Vegas.
I don't think Vegas is going to care.
The marriage itself.
I don't think they're going to fact check
there's
that.
Some quicker options to get it nuked too. So I'll look into that. What do you think about that, Jack?
I mean, why not?
That's kind of what I think.
Yeah, I mean, like, you really have no reason not to.
That's
That's
right.
what
No
I'm
reason
saying.
not to. Might as well.
So
You got a
this is
fine
the thing
piece of
too,
meat
by the
there.
way. Immersion.
She
I might have to
had to
have
run
the
through
other
the whole
party
stable.
on board. Is the only thing, but
Now she's yours.
a marriage that takes place in the city of Las Vegas, it's easier to get a quickie divorce or a quickie annul.
You know, it'd be crazy if he actually does marry her and they actually have a long-lasting marriage, and it's like completely like faithful and like true and like traditional and all that. Because it's the opposite of what you expect it to be.
I don't know.
Now Scarlett
I was
does give a
thinking about that
response to this
yesterday.
video, and at first
Would
I
that
was
be
like,
entertaining,
I'm not
chat?
too sure if this is going to happen, but I did turn around.
To see.
Yeah.
Okay, let's play
A
that. back.
half-day drive. Yes. I will be there if you invite me.
Okay, here's where he asks her.
What do you think, Scarlett?
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
No. I guess I have a poker face, so I'm sure I play poker. You want to know how to play poker? For Vegas.
Wow.
It's easy to have a poker face when you have all that Botox in your lips, man.
Well,
Can't really tell what she's trying to
probably just
express.
sick of blackjack, honestly, but
No, let's go to like a chapel and let's get married.
And that's the part when she's like, when she said, let's go to a chapel and get married, I was like, you know what? Yeah, it's going to happen. It shouldn't happen, but it's going to happen. And there you have it. Watch it. Watch it unfold, man. Ethan Ralph, the king of the sector, is still delivering content here and there. Oh, that is true. All right. By the way, there was something that was brought to my attention. One of you guys in the chat is a raging homosexual. Oh. All right, chat. Who in the chat is the queer? What is this? Is this Alice? I haven't seen Alice in a long time. Satanic Spawn coming through? Yeah. Another weirdo Britbong who supports North Korea? What the fuck? Then just move over there then, man. All right, you take it easy, get cracked. Sounds good. Sounds like tomorrow should be fire then for sure. He did drop some links of some interesting things that I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, what is this? Intro into psychoanalysis.
Today I am going to be discussing schizoanalysis. So, if you've watched my previous video, Intro to Psychoanalysis, you'll know that...
I haven't watched that, but, honey, like, why are you sitting like that? Can you just not?
In the early 1890s,
Yeah?
Sigmund Freud developed a theory for the unconscious
Stop with
called
that.
psychoanalysis, and also analyzed portions.
What are we watching here? What is this? This is the same girl. It looks like Alice. I guess it's Alice. I didn't know. Maybe it's a doppelganger. Is it the same channel? Yeah, same channel. Okay. That's Ruby. What is this? How you can beat the elites at their own game? Okay, how can we beat the elites at our own game? Actually, first off, let's check what Ruby's doing. She's live right now. Look at current time.
See what happens. See what's up with the people. Check in with the folks.
Is she doing a voodoo doll?
Also, I made a post. Marty was screaming. I made a post.
Needling felt a replica of my dead dog.
Which I...
Why?
Upon more thought, that probably would not be
a replica
the
of her
best,
dead dog.
like, next kind of like IRL trip or whatever, you know. But I do want to start thinking of something for spring, which is like happening. Where, you know, Juan says, "I love your Ruby Walks videos. I enjoyed seeing you in your God." Oh, thank you. Those videos actually, like, I remember when I started doing them, and it, like, that was like one of the things that helped me like lose the last, you know, 20, 30 pounds was.
Okay. I want to go to the beginning
started, like,
because I want her to explain the thing with the
more than I
dog.
already was, which was a decent amount.
What she's doing with
that
this
and the punishment
dog
walks
thing.
of like having to go to the methadone clinic that was miles away every fucking day. I'm not over it. Hackamania, it's an event. I first became aware of it because Nick Ricada went kind of like viral for something on it like a long time ago, or not a long time ago.
Okay, so yeah, she's playing around with
this
his dog. I want to get the story about that.
The dog, that's my mom's dog. So
Okay,
apologies
mom's dog died.
to anyone who's worried about that. Absolutely don't.
Rest in peace to Ruby's mom's dog. Hopefully nothing bad happened to it. Oh, I mean, it did die, but you know.
Ruby's in excellent health. Ruby the dog lives the prince life. He's royalty. He lives better than kings of past, truly. Never mind. I don't know. I'm not going to say little things that are cute to me, but like I don't want to embarrass my family too much. It's like too much to do.
All right, skip ahead. We
So
got
I
the
just
context.
watched all my
So-
beddings. There's like no bedding on my. Took like a 4-hour.
Let's see this
I
dog.
took like a 3-hour nap.
Okay, here's the dog.
Stab wool into shape. So I'm taking like wool like that and like stabbing it into. Let me show you. The inspiration is. Rest in peace, baby boy. For those who don't know the Darby origin story, that's his little collar. That was my baby. He passed away a few years ago. He's the dog.
Okay, I didn't know Ruby had this sort of talent. I didn't know she could make dolls. So there's a non-zero chance that Ruby can make voodoo dolls, and has. I wonder if there's a voodoo doll of like Grace Thorpe or Ben Thorpe. All right, the music is just going to give me... Okay, so that's interesting, but it's kind of very whatever. So I really want to know how to beat the elites at their own game. I'm going to get this... She's streaming from a bathroom. Or recording this video in a bathroom. Yeah, I wonder how we could tell. It's not like there's a massive toilet behind her. So, guys, we're going to guess what is wrong with this girl. We're going to psychoanalyze her right now.
Today, I'm going to teach you how to join the army to defeat the elites. So,
all right, we're joining the army to defeat the elites. Okay.
Let's start from the beginning. If you want proof that the elites believe in the supernatural, look into the Epstein files. It doesn't matter if you believe in the supernatural. What matters is that they do.
Okay.
Why are all of these elites sacrificing children, raping them, and tearing them apart? Why
because they're demons?
do they have temples and satanic imagery all over their houses?
Yeah.
Well, the explanation is simple. They're Satanists. If you don't believe me, look into the files.
So I was right. They're demons.
They are ardent Satanists. And when the belief is so strong, you have to wonder why. You see, it's the issue with our current system, as Marx would describe it, right? There's
Marx?
there's the elites and there's the commoners. I'm sure he used different words, like I'm blanking on them right now. Oh, right, the bourgeoisie.
All right, honey,
and,
are you call me?
I forget the other term. But there is a clear divide. Now, the reason that we are being kept in the place that we are is because we don't have the same tools as the elites. They are playing a game that we don't even understand. They are literally playing 4D chess. They are playing on a different dimension. You have to understand, imagine if you tried to beat GTA 5 with the original GTA format, the first game, which was two-dimensional.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to do it. Point taken, point proven. Yeah.
How can you?
It's like trying to play Halo, but you're actually playing Mario. You can't do that.
A three-dimensional game and a two-dimensional.
Denounce Jeremy? Oh yeah, I mean absolutely. Jeremy Sweets for the PDF cult, for the daddy pill. The daddy pill is pretty much slang for PDF cult, PDF activists. Okay, that's what daddy pill is. If you've taken the daddy pill, you belong in a wood chipper. Wood shipper. I think that's a new tool in Minecraft. I'm not exactly sure. I think there was an update.
Format. You can't. What you have to do is learn their tools and use it against them.
Like get guns? Oh, I think this chick lives in Canada. Because I think it says it on her channel. More. Yeah, Canada. But I was about to say, like, honey, in America, we have guns too. They got guns too. They have more guns, but okay. So get their weapons. We even have drones. I mean, hypothetically, what would stop someone from strapping on some stuff on some drones and flying around and causing some mayhem? I mean, the stuff is there. I don't know. Be kind of dumb. I'm sure just by asking that question, now I'm on the list.
So, what is a liminal space? Well, liminal by itself just means a position at a boundary or threshold.
Okay.
So think, for example, of the concept of the body without organs from schizoanalysis. Those of Atari state that you can never truly become a body without organs, but you can approach body without organs, kind of like in calculus, like a limit. You can get closer and closer to it, but you can never reach it. That border, that threshold, where you come closer and closer to something but never quite reach it, that's a liminal space. And there exist two metaphysical liminal spaces. One belongs to the body without organs, another belongs to the body without intensities. Now the second
A body without organs is a cadaver that's just being harvested for its parts. What?
Made up because those from Atari were too stupid to think of it. Now they were very smart men, much smarter than me, but I'm adding on my own stuff. So, the body without organs is the state of uncontrolled growth. It is a state where you can connect and grow without external rules being imposed on you.
Okay.
They don't matter if you're a body without organs.
Now, will this answer why she's in the bathroom recording this? Is this like the best room for the job here? Let me look at this. She's not in the bathroom in this video. Okay.
The body without intensities is the opposite of the body without organs, and it represents the ultimate.
And why is she wearing a hospital gown? Is she at a psych ward? Is she recording? Okay, she's at a psych ward and she's recording in the bathroom. Come on. Who is this girl? How come she's not on Fishtank?
Stagnation, where nothing ever changes. It is a machine that, it's like a function. It has an input and an output, and that machine will never change. It will always stay the same. So that's a body without intensities. And a liminal space belonging to the body without organs is where you come close to the limit, where you come close to the body without organs, but you never quite reach it. That space is very useful to utilize, and you must learn how to navigate it, as well as reaching the liminal space.
I'm not sure how joining the army is going to help you with this.
Okay, so let's explain the liminal body without organs. It is a space of greater energy of the metaphysical plane, which is the plane that the elites fight on. These spaces can be visualized as pressure cookers of sorts. Here, your usual conceptions of the world melt. The wiring of your brain destabilizes. There is evidence to show that controlled destabilization of the brain, like in temporary sleep deprivation or in psychedelic usage, can lead to greater creativity.
What the fuck? Like, talk about word salad to over-explain something that could be explained. It's like, honey, if you want to just take on the elites, I know they're demonic in the way they act, but they are human. They do bleed. You know that, honey, right? they operate on this plane and all this stuff. It's like, no, they just have power. They have a lot of people around them that like keep them protected because of money and influence. All right, anyway.
Right? So when things destabilize, other connections are allowed to form. That's the liminal body without organs. It can be visualized as creativity, as seeing things in a new way. And these liminal body without organs, I find that they typically reside in corners, in small spaces like under your bed. And they tend to be quiet and they tend to be dark, but not always quiet. I find
so those dark places under your bed are a luminal plane or something. Okay. All right. So can you teleport? Can you put your hand in that and teleport it to like another place or something? I'm trying to follow this, and that's probably my problem here.
But sometimes they're very loud. In fact, scrap the quiet. The quiet is the body without intensities. I don't know why I said that. Anyways. Then there are liminal bodies without intensities, right? These are spaces of slowness, of stagnation, of solidification. However, it's important to note that that does not mean that it's not useful or that it's bad. Stagnation is very important because think about it. If our world was like, let's visualize the Big Bang.
The Big Bang
happened. Pure explosion and energy.
Yeah.
Nothing productive can come of that because nothing can stay in place for too long.
Sounds like it'd be awesome to watch, though. That's productive.
An idea can be put into words, right? So it stabilizes. This stabilization is important for communication, production, and progress. It is important, and you must learn how to navigate liminal bodies without intensities. These liminal bodies without intensities typically reside in the middle of large spaces. Here the mind slows, connection stops, and the figure enters a sort of catatonic state. Thus, one comes face to face with the void.
With the void? One comes face to face with the void? Is that what you just said?
Thus, one comes face to face with the void.
Oh, void. Okay, my bad.
Both liminal spaces have similar symbols associated with them. Some, for example, are mazes, static, moths, schizophrenia, and capitalism, to name a few. The elites harness liminal spaces in order to manipulate the metaphysical realm, thus giving them supernatural abilities. I mean, there are Epstein victims that report seeing the people on the island shape-shifting. You can look at interest.
Well, they were probably on drugs. They probably saw a lot of stuff they can't really comprehend. When I was on mushrooms, I saw things I couldn't comprehend. You know?
If you don't believe me.
I saw demons.
However, you
I didn't see any
can
demons
learn
that
to
night.
explore liminal spaces yourself. Common practices include meditation, lucid dreaming, spirituality, and psychoactive drugs. However, some people are born with an inherent predisposition to wind up in and navigate liminal spaces. These people are called schizotypals. Their brains naturally mimic the activity that occurs
Sounds like X-Men shit. X-Men shit or X-Files shit, you know?
in liminal spaces.
The point is the final stage of consciousness. Yeah.
Lean towards the body without organs. Catatonic presentations lean towards the body without intensities. And paranoid presentations balance.
So can you use this to escape the psych ward that you're at? So I'm like, you're telling me this theory, but does it work for you?
Both, but that doesn't.
That's another reason why I don't believe in witchcraft and all that. So whenever I hear someone is a practicing witch, I'm like, okay, show me the spell that makes you rich. All right, cast that. All right, well, it didn't work. So what now? it's kind of like, come on. I want to see this stuff work. It doesn't work. So you got to believe in it first. No, it has to work before I believe in it.
Doesn't mean that paranoid presentation is necessarily better.
I do like the background music. It is kind of calming.
It's just, they're all equal, and you need all of them. However, paranoid is most common. You can see how that would make sense. Balance is typically the easiest to maintain. Thus, it makes sense that schizotypals have been making claims such as things about CIA conspiracies, elite child sex slavery rings, and other conspiracies that were later proven to be true. I do not attempt to claim that all claims made by schizotypals are true. However, there is no denying that the underlying themes have often ended up to be proven.
Sure, yeah.
You must learn how to
Go ahead,
navigate
like this
liminal
video.
spaces and utilize them to your advantage.
Because
only once the common people are able to do this will we
here's
have
the link
any
if you want to
chance
watch this
of
video
overthrowing
too.
our current masters.
Check out the
They
channel.
have the powers of telepathy, telekinesis, teleportation, shapeshifting, time travel, and much, much more at their disposal. You can't win.
What, witchcraft is real and they do get money from the devil? Well, what does that spell then? Because I've been trying to cast the money spell and it doesn't work, dude. Does the devil not like me or something? I have to sacrifice children? Well, I kind of did that when I worked for CPS in a way, and I put them in the foster care. Was that not good enough? I guess.
Win in a game in which you don't know the rules. However, with liminal spaces, it's not a science, obviously. You can't, have laws like this. I've tried to make it, as concrete as I can, but really what you need to do is you need to harness your intuition. If you want to know more about it, read about Jung's psychological types. There are two types of intuition that he noticed. There was extroverted and introverted intuition. Extroverted intuition means
I don't think we're gonna get
energy, whereas the introverted intuition means towards the bodies without intensities. And I would suggest that you learn to harness both because they are both extremely useful. However, if you find a specific niche, then you should focus on that intuition.
Okay.
Join the army against the elites now. They seek to divide.
Oh, when she says join the army, she's not talking about the U.S. Army. She's talking about join the army of becoming like a psycho kid, a psychonaut or something. Cash producing Satanism. I thought that's what it meant, dude. You take the kids and you put them in foster care. Greg Abbott's happy. I don't know.
Into two parts. The first
Alice?
will be the body without organs,
Yeah,
which
that's
the
Alice.
elites plan to occupy themselves. And the
Just
other
telling us all this stuff here. And meanwhile, I'm just thinking, okay, but you did suck his dick, right? I mean, you didn't use this to get out of that situation.
The much bigger half will be the body without intensities, which we commoners will be trapped in. We will be trapped in eternal stagnation. Think of George Orwell's 1984.
I can't think of that. The only thing I can think of is the fact that
our only purpose
you got
serves
gunted.
to be oppressed and to maintain the elite's body without organs. Once this threshold is crossed, there is no going back. So we must take action as soon as possible. People will have different specialties in the metaphysical army.
Something tells me she took the action, and that's why she's in a psych ward.
There will be a mode and an ability that many people will harness. Think of the mode as a gateway to the ability. So common modes include meditation, lucid dreaming, psychoactive drugs, and spirituality. And common abilities will include telepathy, telekinesis, teleportation, and time travel.
Does someone knock on the door and tell her to stop?
Schizotypal makes this process easier, but also far more chaotic.
Okay.
So you can think of non-schizotypal soldiers as being more dependable, but schizotypal soldiers more being like bombs, where it's unpredictable and it's chaotic, but it's also highly effective when used correctly. So that summarizes my manifesto. I hope you guys
Your manifesto.
learned something from it.
I learned something indeed. We need to keep an eye on this Alice woman or Alice doppelganger. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know this. She might be onto something. I'm not sure how that is going to overpower the elites. Now, I don't. This one we'll have to watch later. I really need to get to the fish tank. I really do. We need to speed run that motherfucker. So let's do the last thing. Also, this might as well, since we're talking about anything other than fish tank right now. Okay, so Mersh. So Mersh apparently is fighting with Icedanc3r, his girlfriend. This is interesting. I'll play this. I'll show you guys some things. Here we go.
I spent most of this weekend fighting with Icedanc3r because shit's not perfect ever. You know what I mean?
I hear that, brother. Women, right?
Look at these guys.
Whoa. He has a blemish on his knuckles. He hit something. Okay. Let's watch this one.
And Icedanc3r had a black eye.
Oh, wait, hold on. Whoa. Let's back that up a little bit.
But apparently Moody is going around saying that Icedanc3r had a black eye.
Icedanc3r had a black eye? What do you mean by that? I mean a black guy or black eye?
She tweeted out a picture of us at Chili's.
Oh, you don't say. Let's take a look at that picture right here. Oh, is this the picture? I think this is the picture. This would be the picture. The Holy Trinity at Chili's. You got Mersh praying. Yeah, I think he's supposed to be looking at a cross, but he's cross-eyed there, and I'm not exactly sure what he's looking at. It's like, it's whatever. You know, he's trying. He's trying to get one with God. Now, I saw this image, and I was like, okay, wait a second. The discoloration under the eye just kind of pops out. It does. But I was like, I don't know if that's a black eye. It could just be bad mascara. That's probably what it is. So to double check this analysis, I ran it through Grok. And I asked it, hey, is there something wrong with this eye? And it said, yes, there is something noticeably off with her left eye. That'd be this one here. Okay? Look at closely. The left eye appears smaller, more squinted shut. The eye looks droopy, partially closed. I don't know where it's really getting that from. I was really just talking about the discoloration here, but Grok goes on and says she probably has Bell's palsy or other facial nerve issues. Maybe she's fatigued. Maybe she's tired. And I was like, okay, well, what about a black eye? Does this look like a black eye to you? And Grok said no. There's that. Grok did say no. But let me ask you guys, chat. Does it look like a black eye? Yeah. Well, when Grok said her left, I wasn't sure if it meant this one or this one. Either way, I was like, Grok, no, I meant this coloration right here. What is this? AI. I mean, we know Mersh got mad and he punched something. He punched the wall for real. The ice wall?
Look at my hand.
No, but I'll be real though. I'll be 100. That's not what a black eye looks like. No. If you want to know what a black eye looks like, if it was actually a black eye, it would be bruised right here. In the eye itself would be all messed up. Absolutely. Like this. Mersh got mad and he hit something, hit a wall. Okay. All right.
That's what we call the old reduced security deposit.
He seems really
shit. So wait. Oh fuck! He punched his own wall. Reduced security deposit.
Seems really drunk.
I'm a little drunk. You know what? Don't judge me. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Icedanc3r went home. I want garlic Parmesan wings. I went to Twin Peaks. I had drinks. I had wings. I might have had a brownie with fucking ice cream on it because I'm depression maxing right now.
Oh, man, that sucks. I've been there too, man. Shit, the other night. Dude, I'm going to tell you guys something. I haven't told you guys. Depression maxing? Oh, shit, son. That night that I destroyed all that stuff in the backyard, that night I had 2 steaks for myself. Made very, very well, by the way. We're talking sauteed onions, all that stuff. And a whole freaking key lime pie by myself. It felt great. Anyway, yeah, I understand depression maxing. I understand it.
Then maybe I went to a bar on the way home and maybe I did have a few more drinks. Yeah, maybe I'm drunk.
Yeah. You know what? Tell her to get off your ass, dude. Wait a second. You still have a girl? She's giving. All right. So, yeah, it's not a bruise. We already covered this part. We don't need to do all this. Actually, there's something else I want to get into here real fast. I think last night I said we could watch the Jack Talcott stuff. It did slip my mind. I say I really want to power through Fishtank. And it's like a running joke at this point. I don't think I ever will. But right now, I'm going to let the chat decide. We power through Fishtank, or we do the Jack Talcott stuff. We'll just go through his videos. All right, let me get them real fast. All right. I'll find these links here. Jack Talcott. So, Get Crack for me said there was a pretty good stream that he... Is that stream still up? Maybe we can grab that thing, too. That'd be kind of good. That would be good indeed. All right, let me grab... I'll find this guy's channel. You watch a day 10 recap and it's boring. Emma chick dancing while crying. Only highlight? Oh, okay. I got bugs. Are they flying around? That sucks. It is a shed. Living with bugs now, man. Man, Ray Sachs just dumps a lot of comments. A lot. So does the fish tank get boring? If it gets boring, then we could just do the snafu clips. Snafu snaps. Oh, here we go. Jack tells. Optics are high. All right, let's take a look at this stuff, man.
You know,
This one's a long one. This one, okay, he's talking to a family member or someone who knows the family. There is a flying bug around here. It's annoying me. Hold on one second. I'll see if I can hit it or something. I'm going to be moving out of the shed pretty soon anyway, so let's, whatever, do the final clean out soon. All right, so anyway, here we go. We'll put this on the screen now. And so this is stuff about Jack Talcott. Okay. Here we go, the Jack Talcott experience.
Oh, snafu crew, the optics are high, the optics are high. I have me a very special guest today, coming from not Talcottia land of the delusional, but when he had been begging people online for years to reconnect with his family, his friends, and so much more.
Wait, hold on. Really? The smoke detector is going off? Are you being for real right now? Or are you messing with me? Was that a soundboard?
The crew, that's what we do. We take down traitors, criminals, frauds, and pedophiles, and so much more. When we reached out to the family, we found out there was more to Jack's story than he's letting on. Let me introduce you guys to Chemo. I'm professional guy here. Mr. Chemo is Jack Talcott's plus 30-year childhood family friend. Is that correct, Chemo?
That is correct. I've known Jack since just out of junior high. Went to high school with him.
Okay, so Jack could verify for all you people. Jack's been on the defense. He's already calling you delusional, crazy, but then 1 minute he's saying, "Oh, that's my best friend." So let's just start from the very beginning, and then we'll move forward. And by the way, Chemo, I want to say thank you for your courage and for you participation and coming in to expose Jack and just tell the truth, yo, as we say it. Jack's going around these YouTube panels, acting very guru and godlike. He is going around messing with mentally ill people who their mind is that of a child, which is real familiar. We've talked, and we're going to go into detail about those type of optics with Jack. So let me ask you, how long? Okay, so you've known Jack since he was since junior?
Well, Jack moved in to Colville, where I grew up.
So the guy does know him very well. Okay, so whatever he says, I mean, it's not. But the guy knows him. He grew up with him, so he's been a friend, so he knows him. All right, let's see what he has to say.
Up here in northeastern Washington, and he moved up here in high school, and so right about my 9th grade year, he moved into school. He was definitely a different kid compared to the kids that grew up here, just because he was from out of town, and it's a very kind of backwards town, kind of a little Napoleon Dynamite like, I would have to say, behind the times, and he stood out like a sore thumb, and but I liked him right away myself, honestly. Jack, in the younger days, was a good kid. He kind of did some martial arts with my family. My dad was a local instructor, and he got into our karate class. And then me and Jack ended up fighting together, too, for a while. Like, he was on our little team that started in mixed martial arts back in 1988, 89. Before we graduated. And
so already he was like that different kid. He came from a different place. Okay. But he tried to integrate into the I guess area. Okay. But even spar and karate or mixed martial arts.
Then when we graduated high school, Jack joined into the military and disappeared for a while, but there's quite a bit of detailed story log that goes into that senior year and end of senior year, as far as Jack having a baby just after he left town. And
oh shit, Jack Talcott's a dad.
Under some pretty horrible circumstances, as far as I am concerned.
So let's rewind for a second. Chemo, do you want to tell everyone your background real quick so we could so for those out there who's like, oh, this guy's fucking blah blah. Chemo works with children. Chemo works. You have a professional life, I should say. Do you want to explain?
You betcha. I've been.
That is a good question. Why is it every time? I don't know. I gotta ask Nephew that. It's like, hey, dude, change the battery in the smoke detector, please. Like, come on, man. Come on. You don't have to be the stereotype, dude.
You know, for the younger part of my life, I'll back it up even just a little bit further than what you're talking about. Like, about the time Jack went into the military, Chemo was acting as a criminal, and I wasn't a real good guy when I was younger.
Well, no shit. Like, I'm not surprised. Like, this guy right here, I'm a professional guy. Yeah. I wouldn't be... Yeah, you look at him and be like, yeah, the dude has done time.
But about the time I turned 27 years old, my mom got sick with cancer, and I ended up coming back to my town and changed my life. I started trying to change everything that I did. I wanted to give back due to my criminal nature and mentality and the things that I had done out of, anger for my youth, just growing up only brown kid in this town. I wanted to change that and give back. And my way to give back was to work with troubled kids and stuff. So I started coaching. God gave me a vision, really, to without, trying to bullshit around the edges. God gave me a vision and told me to build me an army. And for what purpose, I wasn't too sure. But at that time, I started coaching. And
an army. Build me an army. After reacting to, well, not her, actually kind of her. Yeah, this girl who's wanting to build a psycho army. I know, it's kind of interesting now.
Working with kids and developing warriors in our neck of the woods up here. And because I'd grown up in the martial arts, I wanted to do something that's a little bit more linked with the schools. And so, I wrestled in high school, and I started coaching wrestling in school, and really brought what I consider American martial art and transitioned it a little bit and mixed in some of my martial arts training through judo and aikido. And mix it in with our wrestling, and we turned ourselves into a national program and a state championship program. Now, now I still work with kids, but I work with mentally ill kids, and I won't go too much into my profession about that because I do work in a psych ward, and there's a lot of HIPAA violation type stuff, involved in even talking about anybody in there, but my heart.
Right. We could generalize,
Yes, absolutely. We can generalize things and talk about different kids and situations. If we get into detail like that, we'll just leave out names and stuff that anybody local that might be watching, I don't want them to figure out. It's a small town. You talk about anybody here in too much detail, and they know who you're talking about. So
right, exactly. I get that. Like, I can't really tell certain stories in full detail with CPS related. When I used to work as a mental health tech, because they would know. I have to keep things super vague.
We got to be careful. But
I wanted the audience and the viewers to get like a base background of like what your character is about, who you are.
Absolutely.
So let's get on with the story. So
absolutely,
Jack has reached out to myself, many YouTubers.
What's iVixey doing? We're bouncing all over the place right now.
Over the years, saying
iVixey
I don't know why my family wants.
Oh wait, hold on. What is she doing right now? Holy crap! Change it to iVixey? Okay. Hold on.
And you're sure that Greece has a permit?
Yeah,
we're gonna check on that.
We're gonna check on
just
that.
Give me 1 second, okay? You got it. Shit.
So she can stay here with the car?
Yeah, she can call somebody. Let me just double check on it. Permit. Let's see. To call somebody. But it's okay for her to have the keys, drive the van.
Wait, I want to go back. I want to see her do the kick. Come on, I have to see that.
It come from when they say they are so exhausted, right? I'm doing this stupid thing where I get like all nervous and freaked out. Okay, I'm just trying to follow it. I'm just saying like,
I
okay,
have to see the
you
kick.
say I've done the exact same thing as her.
And now you want all of chat to go away.
Okay, as someone who's been following the Thorped for a long time, dude, I have to see what the VTuber iVixey has to say about this moment here where Grace gets kicked by Ben Thorpe. Of course, she says it's not a kick. Of course.
I'm the victim again. I am the victim.
I'm actually trying to say that I'm doing the stupid
and now
thing.
You're talking super fast.
It's
right? To show that evil dad is doing this to me. And who did you watch do this same fucking routine on YouTube and for 4 years and pretty much your entire life before that? Who?
The restaurant closed because Ben didn't like submitting his yearly earnings report. Oh my gosh!
I saw mom do it.
Was it any different than this?
Not really.
Same fucking thing.
Yeah, it was the same
You're
thing.
just doing it. How does that make you feel to do the exact same thing that you say is the worst behavior I've ever seen one person do to another person? Not only are you doing that, you're doing it to the exact same person that you witnessed it being done to.
It makes me feel
That's interesting. We'll have to go through that as well.
Crazy.
Yeah, what he's saying is she's becoming the mom, being Courtney, and Courtney is bad.
Oh, it makes you feel crazy?
And ashamed. It just like, I can't keep doing this.
It makes you feel crazy. So now you're letting me know that
I have to stop.
anything's on the table. I'm feeling crazy. Guess who says that?
That is also
When they're
what she
about-
used to say. Sorry.
Guess who says that when they're about to do something off the rails? Guess what kind of people say that? I'm feeling
Crazy people?
Serial fucking killers,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now we're in that world.
Is that what they say? Serial effing killers? That's what I'm about to do
So
something
now
crazy.
he's calling his daughter a serial killer.
Oh, wait. I wonder if she cut the part where he calls his daughter the daughter of Satan, which is like the best line.
I think maybe it's time for you to act with some seriousness in your life and say it's time to be held accountable and stop doing this. No?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's try again because you've taken it and turned it into this thing now about yourself.
Yes.
And now also you're not responding to chat because now you're saying, I get it.
Well, she was responding to you, Ben. She was listening to you.
You want to yell at me and I'm going to show that I'm a victim to chat.
He talks to her like he's a nun in a Catholic. Yes, it really is. And it's like, it feels like indoctrination, right? Because it's so, he used the word exhausting, but he is probably the most exhausting person I've ever seen because he's like
Yeah, he wears you
repeating
down.
himself and like saying, presenting the problem as a way that she should feel extremely ashamed of herself. It is indoctrination. It is so insanely manipulative the way that he's talking to her, and it's so exhausting to the point where she's like, yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. I'm sorry, and I should change. And holy crap.
And I'm not going to bring them into it. They're incest.
Oh, Raymond, is this the part in porn that you usually skip and you go straight to the incest? I understand. But that
Person's mom. You, me,
All
and
right.
chat. And you're saying,
this is what they call foreplay.
Okay.
oh, Dad's yelling at me. Chat, can't you privately? I see what you're writing. He's a nasty this, that, the other thing. I soak it up and I'll pretend I'm listening to him. It's just your typical bullshit. Same thing your mother used to do.
That's what she should do.
It's the same thing.
So go have an affair with chat. Go
I don't
take
want
chat
to.
and go, do you think I'm a victim? And then go on Discord like your mother did.
Go have your affair with chat.
File something.
Yep.
Go. Just go.
I don't want to.
Who would she? Okay.
Have an affair with them.
I don't want to. I actually wasn't reading the chat. I was just looking at you, but I get that it makes me look like a victim because I'm not responding to chat. I get it. I was just looking at you, but I get it.
Well, you get to say, like, hey, you're making it's more buffoonery, right? It's like,
Yeah.
look at me. I'm a
Ben is angry because Grace dropped a muffin under her bed.
victim.
Yeah.
You're not a fucking victim. You're an abuser. What does an abuser look like?
Looks like you, Grace.
It's like somebody who doesn't want the camera on. Somebody
No,
who wants to hide
That
away.
doesn't look like anything. What face are you
Yeah, just go back for chat's big black donations.
trying to show?
I like that.
To you?
That's good
The
stuff.
world?
That I'm sad and abused.
You're sad and abused.
Yep.
What is it? What does an abuser look like?
An abuser looks like somebody who's angry and nasty. Sometimes. An abuser
Wrong. Looks like you, Grace Thorpe. I forgot what he said here.
can be abusive.
What
like,
about someone who's actually a serious human being? Who's
Oh yeah, having an affair with chat implies that they're married. Well, they are. There's a very strong bond, you know.
incorrect?
A serious human being would just have like a sort of neutral face, like, okay, I understand. I'm going to take this seriously.
I don't know about that. But okay.
She never answers the way that he wants her to answer. Never, ever,
Yeah.
ever. It's always wrong.
Always failing.
Can you imagine living in an environment where everything you say and do is wrong?
Wait, I can actually. I don't know. Kind of sounds like the later years of my marriage, man. Fucking with. Yeah.
Others looking like they're afraid and they're sad, which is what you're doing.
Yeah,
Right?
I am doing that. Yeah, it's bullshit. I am doing
You're
that.
bullshitting. You know, you're on camera. You're
Yep.
sitting there and making it look like you're a victim, and you've been doing this for the better part of a decade.
Oh, here
But
come the tears.
for now a year and a half on YouTube. I fucking hate it, and you love it, right? Oh, here come the tears.
Keep doing
Here
it.
come the tears from baby.
I stopped myself from crying. I stopped.
Oh, but that's perfect, isn't it? That's even better.
It's garbage, though.
No,
I
that's
don't.
even better performance. You look like you're gonna cry, and then you hold back because you're so afraid of Daddy doing something to you.
Dude, that was one hell of a kick. Hold on. That bug, man, it keeps flying around. That was one hell of a kick.
You look like you're gonna cry, and then you hold back because you're so afraid of Daddy doing something to you.
Really shed Maxie
Right?
now.
No, that's literally not.
It shoved her away. That's crazy. Okay, what did she
And
say?
there's the kick, guys.
Yep, there's the kick.
So Ben got to a point where he was so frustrated
Oh my
with how
Lord.
she acts like a victim that she felt so bad she got to the point of almost crying, right? And Ben doesn't like to be perceived as a bad guy, and that is insanely frustrating to him. So he ends up kicking her.
Why?
All bullshit all the time.
And there was, listen, that might have not been a big deal to a lot.
She's not as surprised as I thought she would be. She must have seen some stuff, spicier stuff earlier. Oh, she replayed it. Okay, wait, no, this is a long ass clip. Because I forgot, originally this clip is like super long. Okay.
A lot of people, it was just like, a kick or whatever, but that was with a lot of intent, guys.
Yeah, there was a lot of force behind it. For real. Like he shoved her
That
pretty
kick had
hard. I mean, we know all this. We've seen this before.
That's even better performance. You look like you're gonna cry, and then you hold back because you're so afraid of Daddy doing something to you.
Almost shoved her off the bed, dude.
Right?
No, that's literally not.
And there's the kick, guys.
And by the way, do you guys have any idea what the hell they're actually really fighting about, arguing about? It sounds like I'm not. But Ben's jealous because Grace is giving certain attention to the chat instead of him.
So Ben got to a point where he was so frustrated with how she acts like a victim that she felt so bad she
Or
got
maybe she acts like a victim because she is a victim. How about that?
to the point of almost crying, right? And Ben doesn't like to be perceived as a bad guy, and that is insanely frustrating to him.
Yep.
So he ends up kicking her.
Yep.
Why?
All bullshit all the time.
And there was, listen, that might have not been a big deal.
Which completely goes, backfires. It doesn't it doesn't help to disprove him being an asshole there. She's having an affair with chat. Yeah.
To a lot of people, it was just like, a kick or whatever, but that was with a lot of intent, guys. That kick had a lot of intent, even if it didn't hurt. That is a man that has not done this for the first time.
Oh no. I wonder if she got the stories of where he used to take the wife out to the woods and beat her with a belt.
That's literally not why.
I want you out of here.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. I don't mean to do this.
Massive trauma right here. And this stuff is kind of hard to watch because it is real. You know, it's like, oh shit.
It's too long. The better part of a decade is not a reasonable amount of time for someone to get a hold of themselves.
Ben,
Okay. But
Ben was
I
skinnier
wanted to
back
get a hold
then.
of myself today, and
Whatever.
we were like,
Who cares? Whatever.
I don't want to live without you. I don't want to. I don't care if you don't want me to. I don't want to do this. I'm not going to leave.
Okay. Well, okay. So you said you were going to do something today. You didn't.
100%, Harley. 100%. And I.
Just like your mother. Right.
But
I said.
But I gave it my shot. I gave it a shot. I tried.
The worst part is, she is not angry right now. She feels like she deserved that. Not just the kick, but the
Well, she is angry. She's angry at herself for failing her dad.
words and the way that he's acting with her. She feels like she deserves all that.
Right.
She is still at a point where she's apologizing and she wants to do better for him. When he is being the absolute asshole.
I did.
Yep.
Well said.
But
absolutely.
How many times did your mother tell you she tried? She was trying. So it's.
But I really.
7:05. It's not midnight, but like.
I don't know what I need to do. Okay. I'm not a victim. I am a victim of some things that have happened in my life to put me in this position.
Shut up for a second. Here's my suggestion to you. For the first time in a year and a half, now, leave me the hell out of it. It didn't help. You didn't take this opportunity.
And this is one of those moments where, like, you see it, right? And you understand that Ben is a complete asshole. Like, it's not just pretend or make-believe or whatever. He's a complete 100% asshole to the core. You know? And then he has, like, cheerleaders like Jeremy Peterson who sweeps for him. Okay.
And you didn't utilize it. Now, don't look at me that way. Look at me through this string. What's funny about that?
Oh, we haven't talked about Jeremy Peterson yet.
It's just
more jokes. Yeah, sure. Now, look, can I finish my sentence, or you were going to do more hilarity?
Yes, please finish your sentence.
Okay. Now I think you need. What have I been suggesting to you all day?
You have been suggesting that I'm a killer. You said I should be a killer. You said that I should.
Wait, to be a killer? Wait, what? That wasn't the suggestion to go be a killer? Go be a serial killer, honey. Oh, no, I'm reacting to this because Chad actually recommended it. So they were going off by iVixey, and I had no idea she was covering the kick. That was kind of good. And then there was an arrest thing that we're going to get into that soon. She freaks out some more. We're going to speed run this bad boy.
So we're
going to speed run it. We're going 1.5 speed.
What I've been basically saying to you is that we're a team, you and me, and who else?
Chat.
And what have you tended to do?
I tend to ignore chat and play victim to them so that I don't trust what they tell me.
Okay, you're saying you want to do this thing with me and you, just like your mother did, which is to have an obsession until I can't take it anymore. Right? Oh, pregnant pause. All right, so.
I don't know if I've had I don't know. Okay, it's.
What Ben is doing is what a lot of men accuse women of doing when in an argument.
The mind games? Yeah. I don't have time for that.
Okay, yeah.
I hate mind games. I don't want to play mind games.
Okay. Don't answer any questions. I'm not going to ask you any questions. You're not going to answer them. Okay? You can't do it. I'm just going to tell you my point of view. Your mother treated chat like it was she was a victim of chat, but also she was needy for chat's approval.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Yes.
You're doing the same exact thing with chat. I'm telling you, not so much me, because you've alienated me from most of chat, right? By playing the victim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But they supposedly.
You do that to yourself, Ben. Come on now.
True.
Oh, you've alienated me from the channel. Dude, if you didn't act like such an asshole, maybe chat would
Exactly. He does it himself.
like you if you care that much about that. Holy crap, dude.
They love you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, because you've manipulated them into thinking you're a victim of me. Is that not true?
That's correct.
Okay, and then what did your mother do with them? And your brother John.
It's like the common denominator is you, Ben.
She left you for them. I don't know.
No.
She abandoned us and went to Discord.
Grace. All right.
Yeah, whatever, Grace. You don't get what I'm saying. You don't understand me. I'm all alone in this world.
But notice how he removes his attention from her and it hurts her because she's so codependent on it. Oh man, it's completely healthy relationship, right, guys?
I just wanted to answer the question. I honestly just want to answer the question and just understand what I need to do.
Okay, please stop.
Daddy, just tell me what to do, Daddy. I'm so exhausted. Please just tell me what to do and I'll do it. I'm so sorry.
Stop talking.
This VTuber is a man? No, the VTuber is actually a chick. I think she reacts to her with Hormaxer, I think. Wait. I thought so. I thought I saw that. Let's go here. Is this... Oh, we're going to play this one. Yeah. Yeah. Is this the one where she says there is something in... No, that's... Okay, hold on.
Your side here. I'm Team Ben. I think it's about time that enough. Grace, I think you are a consequence. It's enough needs to be said. Grace, you are a loser. You will not do. You don't. Grace,
I agree. Same team.
Clean the shitter. Clean the shitter, Grace. That's all you're good for. Ben, we're practicing Ben Fu. Ben, everybody.
iVixey doesn't know who Hormaxer is.
Kung fu fight. I'm tired of her blathering her own lips here. Look at Layla. Go take a rope. Look at you. You're already. Your life's already over. Yeah, no, I'm all pressed for it. I'm leaning into it. I just wanted to say, Grace, I'm sorry. I'm all for Ben Fu. I'm all for the kicking. Ben, I was amazed that Ben got his leg up. Is what I wanted to do.
I'm the last one standing.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to figure out what's gonna get me kicked out of here.
Oh, hang on a sec.
What's going on?
Carry the stream.
Oh shit! And it's my show now.
Grace. Yes. Good evening, Grace.
Hi. Hey,
you look just wonderful, Grace. Are you defeated?
Hey, Grace. Why do you look so sad?
Grace, what is happening?
My dad went to jail.
Shut the hell up.
Called the cops.
Yep.
Somebody on the stream. See, is that what happened?
Yep.
What is this Thorped universe? I'm so confused. I'm pretty new to it as well. So we can discover it together.
oh, the Thorpes are asking for a link. I want to see this.
There's going to be a stream
Does she
soon
talk to him?
where we go through the documentary that was made, where it helps more with the timeline of like the family dynamic, how it started with the mom. And they all did streams together. We're going to see Courtney a lot more because she was much more involved in the streams earlier on, seeing exactly what happened in terms of like how they got disowned by their own family.
I take it she doesn't talk to him.
And they sort of ran off together. So yeah, we're going to go through all of that. This specifically today is about how Ben got arrested.
And so what happened now?
I told them.
Oh wait,
no,
that's on the stream there. Never mind, my bad.
They had to take him.
It was a bit.
That was my fault because I rewatched the clip and.
Okay. Well, how can you get Ben out of jail?
No.
It was her fault that he kicked her.
How are they holding him?
I'm not sure exactly. It's like 3 a.m.
When did they take him?
I don't know, like 11.
That's your time. What time?
Yeah. It's 3:42.
Yeah.
Okay. Is he going to? Are they going? Well, he'll have to see a judge now, probably, and then the judge will decide. Which they should post the bond, and hopefully it's not high. I don't know what Rhode Island is, and so maybe because Grace list. Okay.
I don't know. I think it's ridiculous because I didn't ask for it. I'm not asking for it. I told them I don't want to press any charges. I'm perfectly fine.
Yeah.
We don't live together.
Too bad, honey. Your dad's going to jail.
It's true. We don't live together, and I think it's utterly ridiculous that they take him.
That's a whole extra stream. Yeah. I figured that one out. But it would be super duper if they try to slide into iVixey stuff. I want to see that happen.
Any complaints? I talked with them privately. I'm not making any complaints.
I had my hopes up. Even if you said, let's say you said it was a bit to them.
I did.
100%. Well, why? Okay, but why are they not then listening?
Because they don't care. I'm the person who was supposedly hurt. I don't care. Like I'm telling them, like I have no complaints. I don't want to press any charges.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
In fact, she's like, kick me again, Daddy. Kick me harder this time.
Okay. They still arrested him. So, all right. So he's going to post bond in the morning and see a judge. So you're going to have to go down there.
Now they're going to go over the arrest footage.
Bring in, what is that down there? Thorped TV? That ain't you, is it?
Getting arrested, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I told you guys that was a fucking joke.
No, Grace, gotta do it with you, Grace. All right, let's sit down
and but he said be under their law. He said that right there. They don't care then. Under Rhode Island law. If there's just any like that or evidence, I don't know, or people said they saw it and whatnot, or it's on the stream and they sent it to the cop. See?
Yeah, some other third party.
No, for the
Okay.
stream. Can I even see him?
Is it
like normal, reasonable people would be excited that their abuser's gone, but of course she's not. She's not that. I mean, psychologically, you can kind of explain this with like terms like learned helplessness or codependence and all that stuff.
Raining where you live? What the fuck?
Let's be quiet right now.
Like Grace really, it seems like she really does believe like there's nothing she can really do on her own. Like Dad has to be there, which is so crazy to me, right? How about like Arrested Development for real?
Let me just pause.
I don't know. It looked like they were in an apartment of sorts. Stupid cops. It was just a prank. That was
Oh, and she doesn't even know, and you know what? She doesn't even know Daisy. This thing is going to become a main character.
It's a playful kick.
A second, Grace. What you need to do, are you still there? Okay. Yeah, what you need to do this. Open up a live stream, say, because, you know, it was a bit, and it was, and there's no violence there. I mean, if he, like, took a fucking hand and laid into you, I would even say different. And, you know, I would do that.
This is my text to my mom.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay, look. I don't
Maybe
know.
Courtney call. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe she did.
Okay. So between Mother and Grace. So the wait.
I think she's
So
going to
she
read it
says
for us,
Dad's in jail,
iVixey.
just so you know.
I think she's going to read it
I
for
hope
us.
that makes you happy. Okay, that sounds really, really healthy. And then the mom says, I saw him kick you. I'm glad there are consequences. I saw him abuse you on stream today, and I'm glad there are consequences. And Grace is like, I think you have a death wish. What the?
What's that supposed to mean? Your dad gets arrested, and now what? You're going to wish death upon your mom? Okay.
Oh, okay. And then the mom says, how so? And then Grace is like, you will pay for what you have done to all of us, if not in this life, then in the next. And then the mom says, I'm not worried about it at all. And then the Grace says, I am beside myself with guilt and missing Dad. And Courtney says, that's because you've been abused.
Did call because I just.
Oh,
I
then that
told
changes
her-
things.
Oh, dude, your mom called the cops on your dad.
That would do
I
that.
said-
Oh, Jesus.
I said, Dad's in jail, just so you know. I hope that makes you happy. She said, I saw him kick you. I'm glad there are consequences. I saw him abuse you on stream today, and I'm glad there are consequences. I don't know how much the bail is. They were kind of like.
I have to be over 300
That guy
plus.
That guy did tell me he said $50, so I
I
got
don't think so. I think it's higher than
and I
$50.
drove over there, and they were like, no, we can't actually do this. We have to wait for the judge or something.
Yep.
So you can't say Courtney didn't try, you know? I mean, she's tried. Anyway.
It's not
Ignore
50, and
that
I was like,
message.
Not
okay,
300 plus. All right, Grace. All right, fired up. All right, it's get Ben out of prison stream. Grace is firing up her stream. If you want to head over there, head over to the dono. I mean,
Oh, yay. Let's all donate for it to get Ben out of prison. No, he told us he wanted to be there, right? So it's fine.
All right, hello everybody. Sorry I'm a little bit late. It's almost 7 a.m. But so that's what happened. At like 10 p.m. last
Mhm.
night. Because my dad pushed me with his foot, and
You mean kicked you? Okay.
I was just at the
The king is back up.
police department. So the officer in that video did say there was a $50 bond. I went there a few hours ago with $50 cash, and they told me I would have to wait and that it wasn't going to be
I don't see him in
that
the
for
chat.
bail or bond. I'm not sure which one, but I did get all the papers a few minutes ago, and I believe that this is the bail, which seems a little bit ridiculous to me, honestly, but
$10,000?
1,000.
It looks like 100.
10,000?
Yeah, that's 10,000, honey.
Because it got scratched off and then written 10,000?
Yep.
anyways, I'm super tired. I almost fell asleep, and then I realized there were
It was
125
1,000, but they just raised it up. They're like, fuck this guy.
in here. So, I assume that it's 10K, that it was 1,000, and then it was scratched out to be 10,000.
Yeah. That's funny. It was 1,000, but then Ben started talking and wouldn't shut up, so they just multiplied it by 10, dude. All right, here you go, motherfucker. Shut up.
So I don't really know what to do
That might have affected the bail amount, yeah.
with this information. To be honest, I'm a little
Just leave him in there, dude.
overwhelmed, I guess.
Yeah. Let him
So
rock.
Obviously, if anybody would like to help me, my Cash App is Grace M. Thorpe. And obviously, if you donate on YouTube, it will come through eventually. But you only need to post
10K for domestic violence, but he just pushed her with his feet.
1,000 for 10,000 bail. I'm not sure that's true because the guy who I talked to said that it was upped, and as you can see, it was scratched out. It was 1,000, and then it was,
Well, okay. When you're posting bond, you only have to do 10%, but you have to pay the rest of it eventually, right? I've never been a bad guy. I don't know. It's just stuff I've heard. Kind of a Boy Scout, actually.
now it's 10,000.
All right, now we have a video that was posted on Kiwi Forums that we're gonna go through.
Yeah, there was a sign of life from King. We'll check it out.
What you talk plea? Yeah, I pled nolo contendere. I wasn't gonna, which means no contest. I understand. That I took a walk with my daughter against the state thing, right? Which is ridiculous that they had the order in the first place, and that's considered domestic violence to take a walk with your daughter. No. So we're going back to what got you the order. So let me ask you something. Let me hold on a second. Just let me ask you a question. You're being very polite. I'll give you that, okay? And I'm not the biggest hater of you, but I just like to talk trash with you. But let me ask you something. If there was a no contact order between you and your kids for some reason, okay, whether it's real or whatever, let's say their mother did something where you had a no contact.
Grace is in the reflection. She's seeing in the reflection over here, by the way, on the window. So the no contact order is obviously not being respected.
Yeah. They don't respect it at all. Okay, here's signs of life from King. 6 seconds. Okay. Stream starts. Fuzziness. And it's over. King could be sending us a message. He's playing some cryptic game. You know, but King likes horror movies. He likes horror stuff. Maybe he's setting something up. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. I gotta see what happens.
Order. And your kids needed you. Those kids needed you. Would you break the no contact order, or would you say, sorry, kids, Dad can't be there for you? I wouldn't be there. What?
It could be some black magic stuff. I'm not exactly sure. You know, King could be. King's kind of a big guy. You know, I don't think he would be abducted by demons or anything like that, but maybe he's struggling with his own demons. Maybe he's going through like a meth psychosis or something. But yeah.
But you talk plea. Yeah, I pled nolo contendere. I wasn't gonna, which means no contest. I understand. That I took a walk with my daughter against the state thing, right? Which is ridiculous that they had the order in the first place, and that's considered domestic violence to take a walk with your daughter.
So if I understand correctly, there was an order for no contact, and after that, he took a walk with his daughter, which was probably reported, which caused him further consequences.
Yeah.
But as he says this, Grace is right there behind the camera.
Oh yeah, they cannot be separated. The law ain't gonna stop them.
What a joke!
No. So we're going back to what got you the order.
What
So,
a joke! Yeah, she's right there.
Yeah.
Okay, are you with it now? Or?
Oh.
By the way, there's so much footage of this stuff,
my
man.
God.
It's so funny.
All right, this
right here,
is
this
the arrest
bust.
footage. When he gets arrested again. God. Okay. All right. Oh.
And they look so sus right here. They look shady as fuck. Like if I didn't know any better, I would think like Ben was like on drugs or something.
Okay.
Incriminating myself.
Ben would then do a single stream after going to court earlier in the day, where he would release a transcript he took from memory. Ben was refusing to take a public defender and instead was insisting on defending himself. Here's how that ended. Judge, your
I love the transcripts from memory, man. That's so funny.
theatrical presentation in the courtroom isn't necessary. This isn't judge duty. No TV cameras here. This is real life. And in real life, you have people who change stories all the time. Sometimes people invent stories. Sometimes people just do criminal actions because of stupidity. 2000 PR. No contact with Grace Thorpe. Do you want me to refer you to a public defender's office? Ben, no. March 29th is your next court date.
Wait, what? Montero, you're permanently banned from what? Kick? How? Mr. King is an artist? I think so. Is there a title? Yeah, it's called Confusions. I don't think he changed it.
You're all set. With a no contact order in place, the Thorpes were largely staying offline. Everyone knew they weren't obeying the court order no contact, and so it was probably a good idea for them to stay offline. Then Ben decided to go on Lauren de Laguna's, where he admits they were traveling together in the RV.
But let me tell you the lore on this guest before I bring him on. He is
This
one
girl's
of the most
crazy,
disgusting
too.
people, not only on YouTube, but in the entire planet. He is
Man, there's a clip of her where she was like accusing Destiny of stalking her. He was just walking around. That's funny.
known. I swear to God, guys, this man that I'm about to bring on is literally known on YouTube and everywhere else for having sexual relations with his own daughter.
Lauren, how are you?
You're such a piece of shit. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing good. I recently went to court and
For beating your daughter?
for what?
For kicking your daughter?
For domestic violence, yeah.
Against your daughter? Yeah.
Well, not really against her, against the state. She was fine.
How can I help you, Ben?
So, I was wondering if you could give me
Yeah, we should look into her. She probably addresses some interesting topics. Yeah.
some advice on that.
Oh, she's an interesting person for real. I haven't really followed her that closely, but from what I understand, she's kind of a nutbag too.
Because I didn't have any counsel, but not official advice because you're
I
not.
believe
gonna be
you're
able
not
to-
allowed to give legal advice outside
No,
of
just as a person.
Okay, fine. I'll give you life advice. Here's my life advice. Stop sleeping with your daughter.
Stop what?
Stop sleeping with your daughter. Stop forcing.
Well, we're in an RV right now, so I can't. What do you think? I should get 2 RVs?
So you're legally required to be separate from your daughter. I have offered your daughter a place in my apartment to get away from you. I think
Yeah. No, I know. While there's a no contact order, I'm just saying, like when we're traveling, I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's the exception to the rule, right, officers? If you're traveling in the RV, obviously you gotta be together. She can have one half of the RV, he can have the other. It makes sense, right?
I shouldn't. You're right. This is gross. He is disgusting. He's
Dude. Oh,
a really bad person. My advice to you, Ben, is to convince your daughter
Yeah,
to
the 0 fucks given is just funny. It's like he is so like sure of it and does not care.
get some space from you, to leave her alone, to stop abusing her, stop abusing your other kids. I don't know why you're here.
An interesting side note is Lauren would actually later text Grace to say that she called a friend who is a state representative in Rhode Island, and he called a bunch of friends to find you a good attorney. It's a bit odd given the interaction I just played, but that's YouTube for you.
I called a friend of mine who was a state representative of Rhode Island, and he called a bunch of friends to find you a good attorney. Huh.
It's insane to put it mildly. The judge kept a no-contact order in place each time Ben had court, and finally after 2 visits, it seemed that they were forcing him to get a public defender. Then, only 1 day before Ben was due in court, Ben was surprisingly arrested for breaking the no-contact order. Here's what happened.
Surprise! Valcora with the 10 gifted! Let's go! Thank you so much, Valcora,
Okay.
for gifting the community.
But she has a Ruby card? Oh, okay, that's cool.
Hey, the memberships! If anyone happens to be in chat, please say thank you to Valcora. It's been so kind to us with the gifted membership. What I missed the most was Vix's laugh at the most ridiculous. Right?
So what is this nonsense? People
I'm
donate
glad I
and you
can
can
provide
collect
these.
like
Thank you so much, Valcora.
virtual cards? Now do what exactly?
How you guys doing? Mr. Thorpe?
Oh, it's all
He just got out of the car, and this cop was like out of breath already.
Okay,
What's
makes
happening?
sense.
And you're his daughter, maybe?
Yes.
Somebody called and said that you guys
I dig this cop's voice.
are not supposed to be together or something like that. Does that make any sense to you guys? You're breathing hard. Is that because of your walk?
We're a little shaken.
Yeah, no, that's okay. You guys live in East Greenwich?
No,
I grew up in East Greenwich. Okay. You live here now, or? My mother does.
I was thinking about donuts too, but I didn't want to, be too... You want to watch some of the true crime? Basically,
But
yes, it
he's
is,
not
it
the one
is.
who's totally out of breath though. Right now it's Ben.
I have a court date tomorrow. Uh-huh. Yeah. Do you have any idea on yourself?
Was Ben
Anything,
running?
ma'am? Do you have any idea? How old are you? Oh, okay.
What's he doing?
So, great. And, how you making that, sir? There we go. Are you still living on, let's see, you still living in Warren now, Ben? In Warren? Yeah. Yes or no? That would be my official residence. Okay. And Grace, how about you? You same address or different address?
Same address. But we're not living together right now, obviously.
Okay.
Obviously.
We're not living together.
Somebody called and
You're
said you
together
guys are
right
together,
now,
you're
honey.
supposed to be together. Do you want to shed some light on that for me?
Yeah, we only have one automobile, so I mean, I don't know what it would mean, no contact order, but like.
I don't know what a no contact order means.
Oh man, you gotta love it though. It's impressive. Like the way he's like so dead set on like the definition of the word. It's so like Bill Clinton. What is the definition of the word is?
Nice defense.
It has to do with this situation.
There'd be no contact order. I'm not making contact with her. My penis is in my pants.
Well, maybe you don't want to put everything on YouTube, but that's
We have not been together at all.
So that's so the bottom line is so there must be some kind of something going on, and somebody called. So you used to live in Warren, and you still live in Warren, but you don't live in Warren.
I have an RV that I basically, because of the no contact thing.
Okay, so you are
Because of the no contact thing, he's in the RV, but obviously he isn't in the RV. But we're pretty sure she is.
we know this is no contact order, and this is your daughter.
Yes.
Your biological daughter. Or?
As far as I know, he says. Oh my god.
Okay, and your wife, is she in the picture?
Well, she's right here sitting next to me. Her name's Grace.
Does she live with you?
Is she in the picture?
Your mom?
No.
She's hostile to both of us.
I'm sorry?
She's hostile to both of us.
She's hostile to both of you, okay.
Situation.
All right, I'm just going to do some checks, and then we'll go from there, okay? So you live in an RV, sir?
Man sits with shoulders slumped and legs crossed like a schoolgirl with real men like cops around. He doesn't care. There's a bakery 10 minutes from me that makes great donuts. Oh man, I wish I could get more donuts.
The problem is, like,
I don't want to hear the word donuts.
we were living.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether the contact thing is like in you. So I've just been saying the RV.
And you live in RV.
Technically,
where is the RV at the moment?
It's right in that park over there.
Oh, and it's a little park by Lenihan Lane?
The playground?
Right
Yeah, I guess, yeah. And how did you get here?
Oh, he picked me up and we were in the park.
From Warren? And how did you end up? So you ended up here because you lived,
So picked you up here in the same RV, huh?
and you were the RV at the moment.
I just was gonna go for a walk.
Yeah, down Big River maybe. Yeah. All right, let me.
It's fine if you want to take me to jail. It's fine.
Well, I
So
mean,
look at it this way. Grace and Ben's love is so strong. Not even the courts, not even the police can keep them separated, dude. Look at that. Isn't that
let's,
cute?
I could take an Uber home as well.
Let's do some checks first. It seems like you know there's something going on.
Yeah, it's one of these things where like there was this thing with the city of Warren where we were on YouTube and we were doing what we thought was a performance. They thought it was. It crossed the line. And so even though she said it's fine, I said it's fine. Well, we want to hold it off. And then so tomorrow it'll be resolved. And I.
Now, let's run a couple quick checks.
Yeah, it's confirmed. So you know.
Okay. Let me see if my radio will reach way out here. Probably not. How old are you?
21.
160. Could you read it?
It's so cool that all these like police cams are available to the public, right? If you ask for them, you have access.
Yep, for the most part, yeah.
Not be the case here, I don't think.
We have yet to ever get the Nick Rekieta stuff. Never will. By the way, press the like button. It definitely helps out a lot. You know, tonight it's kind of low night. It feels a little bit off. And I know we're reacting to a reactor. Not everyone likes the voice, but we're here to get, like, kind of the experience. Like, this is someone who's new to the Thorpes, okay? And kind of want to see how what their experience is like with it.
There was a little
160.
I grew up in Sun Valley. Is that why
Freedom of Information Act usually just have to pay some filing fee and you can get it. Right. That's pretty cool.
So you're from Warren. Okay, my dispatch is still getting a couple things together. So you got here through your dad. This is your biological father?
Yep.
And so how are you going to get back if we have to do something with your dad?
I would either take the RV.
Oh, take the RV?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. All right. Do you have any weapons on you, sir? No. Obviously, you're going, but pocket knife, anything like that? Okay.
I'm so surprised Ben didn't say his penis. I mean, come on.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, but we'll just wait for my dispatcher to get back to me. This is our new body camera. It's so new that we all don't have them yet, but we are recording. Okay, just so you know.
Biological father.
Okay.
They had to confirm it. They had to confirm with her twice that he's her biological father. Because they're like, this is weird, man. There's something off happening over here. So they could at least call him and not making a scene, not 100%. I mean, it's not a performance, right? They didn't know this was going to go to the internet. They didn't feel the need to perform, you know?
So where is your ex-wife? She local?
She's in Cranston.
Okay. I'm just wondering.
In the Greek sense.
you're still married.
In the process.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay. And you're how old are you now?
21.
You're 21. This must be a. This is just a ID card.
Yeah.
Do you have a license?
I have a permit, and they told me the DMV, if you have a permit over 18, you can use it as a license. You can drive by yourself.
Do you have it with you?
Okay.
I have it back at the RV. It's in my purse.
Okay. In other words, if we want to let you drive,
That's right.
you need to make sure you have a license.
Yeah.
This is not a license. And then, of course, your dad would have to allow her to drive the van. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
No.
He was at this moment, but then after she ran into a gas station or whatever she did.
I'll tell you what, since we know a lot, and we're probably going to be having to take you to the station, sir, what we're going to do is I'm going to pat you down, and then we're going to jump in the car. We're going to go, we'll take a ride to the RV, and then we'll talk some more over there. How's that? Is that cool? Yeah. Man, why don't you take this young lady? And, sir, why don't you just... you're pretty tall.
Yeah, you're a tall guy.
So just take my car over here.
They're pretty tall.
If you don't mind me
He is
asking,
a tall
how are
guy.
you? Holy shit. All right.
6'8", apparently.
Yeah.
Let me just, you got anything on you at all? Just your phone? All right, what's your first name now? Okay, Ben, just hop in the back here for a minute. I won't put any cuss on you.
It does look like a cool place to walk.
I just put him in my car because of the... So, what do we got? Okay, so we are going to... he has an RV at the park. The little park by Lenahan. All right, so his daughter's here. So, 21.
Yeah, I didn't know they stacked you that high.
She says she has a permit. Haven't had a chance to check it, but we're going to check that. He's given her permission to drive the van away. In other words,
Yeah, like a theology teacher instead of a hockey goalie or basketball player or something like that. He's not much. He's.
Oh, he actually
I
has
was gonna
played
say I'm enough
basketball.
of a man for that, but
He actually wasn't that bad at basketball. It wasn't that
so we
bad.
don't have to figure out what to do with her because she's from Warren. The restraining order is between the daughter and this gentleman. Is that the case? It's not between him and somebody else. It's between these two. Okay, so we're going to be taking him in. Her to come in for whatever reason. And she has the key. We'll drop her off. I'll just get her info, and then she could drive the van, and then we have to go in with her. All right. Thank you.
Now, does he make a comment about how the car stinks right now, though? It's like, sir.
All right, sir. So one more time, you don't mind if if Grace takes the van?
Sir, when was the last time you took a shower?
No. Every time we receive a call for service, or we're gonna
yeah, it's okay, Valcor, it's okay.
initiate a call for service, we have to turn them on.
This is all very interesting, honestly.
Sign of the times, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's good for you.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. We'll take this phone call. It's important.
What do you do for a living? He says, I'm helping my daughter.
Okay.
I used to be a teacher.
Oh, really?
When he says helping my daughter, is he referring to the YouTube channel?
It's a nice school.
Yeah.
I want to assume out of all these cars that that's your van. Only because
I
it's
was doing more than just helping, wink, wink.
the only van.
You mean traumatizing her for life?
Was it registered to you?
Yes.
Ben? Okay. I just did it. 121. What's a camper plate? Let's see here. Camper. Children.
I have 6.
6, brother?
Brother.
Gotcha. So you have 2 children.
I have 6.
6. Wow.
6 children!
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah.
Well, I'm teaching Catholic theology, so.
I gotcha. No, I hear you.
I was teaching Catholic theology, and that's how he justifies having 6 kids. I was just being a good Catholic.
I'm just going
Providing the world with,
to take a quick. And you're sure that Grace has a permit?
Yeah.
We're gonna check on that. Just give me 1 second, okay? You got it. Oh, shit.
So she can stay here with the car?
Yeah, she can call somebody. Let me just double check on it. Let's see. To call somebody. But it's okay for her to have the keys. Drive the van. Right back. All right. Grace, here's your ID and your permit. Your permit expired a few days ago. As a police officer, I could I can't say to drive the van because your license is expired. You have a phone?
Yes.
Is it working?
Yes.
So I'm going to advise you to contact somebody from over here, with a second driver, so they could drive the Sprinter back to your house or wherever you want to go.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
But your dad's going to go to the police station and deal with this protection order issue. All right? So obviously, he's not supposed to be calling you about the result of what is going to happen with us. But he's going to be fine. Okay? It seems like you're worried about him. I understand he's your dad. But we have to take him in because of this protection order. All right? Okay. You have a good day and good luck, okay? Okay. And just turn around. Ben is very, very tall, man. I don't know if you noticed that.
Not quite tall.
All right, let's see that. And as well, let's just straight up give him some big wrists. All right, you be double locking too.
Right, Harlan?
You okay? Not really built for comfort, but let's look at this one backwards. All right, you can have a seat, Ben. Station ride's hopefully about 5 minutes. All right, I'm gonna take this off. Got it? Good.
Ben is currently in jail without bond, and his next court date for a status conference will be Monday the 29th. I'll post any updates about the case on Twitter. Thanks for watching.
Deserves a fucking break, and if they're not going to give her a break, I'm going to break them in half. I don't give a shit about going to jail, and you can kill me. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to stand for it.
Hi, my name's Wyatt.
Ben Thorpe is currently in the adult correction.
Okay, and then I have this update from the same creator, and it says, just to further clarify, the no contact order with Grace is for a year until 2025. So obviously, this did not happen. And then we have a no contact order with Grace Thorpe, domestic abuse counseling, and all costs waived. So they still have a no contact order in place. Yeah, so after all of that incident that we just witnessed, there's still a no contact order in place, as well as domestic abuse counseling, which obviously we know was not respected. I wonder how many more times this was called in. Oh, wait, what happened? I'm frozen. I don't know why this happened. Like, I feel like it has something to do with, like dragging this over here, and then I freeze for some reason. But hey, guys, that's going to be it for today. That was the arrest story. Have a good night, Azzy-Poo. Let me just do that. That was, yeah. That was it for the arrest story. That was interesting. But obviously, we're lacking some more context. I think we have to go further back. There's a lot of footage with Courtney as well, being part of the streams. And I want to go through that. Courtney is a very interesting character as well. So we're going back. It is tough to watch, right? But at the same time, I feel like it's a good character to talk about because these sort of characters do show up in our lives once in a while. And I feel like with us commenting and seeing the patterns, it helps everyone involved to try to be more prepared for people like this. And we also have the other side of things, which is the victim. I can't help but call Grace a victim. Because yeah, this dynamic has been going on for all of her life. And we see the consequences in how she acts. How dependent she is on this guy. Yeah, she never stood a chance. I believe that, unfortunately. It's very sad to see, and I feel really bad. I understand now, seeing how she acts around him. I understand now how all the people that have tried to get her out of the situation have failed because of how in it she is, you know? She has been absolutely indoctrinated by this guy. What's that, Riley? All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. I'm hoping to do an episode of Fat Camp on Saturday. So if you guys want to see, I have not been watching, like, whatsoever during the last 2 weeks. So we're going to do a little bit of a recap of Fat Camp for the last 2 weeks. And we're going to be doing that on Saturday at the same time as today. So at 7 p.m. EST. That's going to be before the daylight savings this weekend. And then we go back to our usual schedule of 6 p.m. EST. A great first stream back, but thank you. It was a lot of, well, I would say fun, but it's a different kind of fun. It's not like, that's a different kind of fun. Yeah. But yeah, we're going to go, I think the next time that we discuss, it is a mess, isn't it? The next time we discuss Ben and Grace Thorpe, we're going to go through a documentary that explains the timeline a little bit better of when they started to do content. We're going to see some of the content that they made as a family before it was just Ben and Grace. So that's going to be interesting. We're going to be discussing the family business as well with the restaurant and try to see how that fit into everything. So that'll be interesting. And we're going to go through that next time that we discuss this topic. And I'm not sure it's going to be before Saturday, but it might be. Depends on how much time I get to set all of that up. But at least expect on Saturday at 7 p.m. EST a episode to recap Fat Camp for the last 2 weeks. So that'll be something at least to look forward to. All right, guys, let's see who we can go raid or redirect to. If you have any suggestions, let me know. I should see what's on my list. We got Ruby, we got Rastov, We got... That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Let's go say hi to Ruby. All right, guys. We were actually... Ruby and I were supposed to do a stream this Friday. But that, yeah. That no longer is going to happen because she is taking out a wisdom tooth, I think, or something like that. So she feels like Friday she might not be very chatty because she's going to be in pain. So if that is truly the case, then I think it would probably be better to reschedule. So we probably will. So no stream this Friday with Ruby, but we are planning to do it pretty soon, as she gets better. So that's something to look forward to. She's going to introduce us to some characters that are also like Ben and Grace Thorpe orbiters, very much like Ruby has always been. So that'll be interesting too. I'm actually pretty excited about that. All right. I'll see you guys soon. Let's go say hi to Ruby. Have a good night. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Okay.
wants nothing to do with me. Can you please reach out to them? When I reached out, I found out that mostly his family, childhood friends, family friends, you included, okay, the people that he's been begging all of us connect with, you guys do not really want anything to do with Talcott. Am I correct or am I wrong?
That's absolutely correct. Jack Talcott has burned bridges at every corner he's turned in life in the last 10 years. And that might even be giving him a year or two. Like, the guy, you know, at some point in time, his mentality changed. I think it was when he stopped drinking, which is horrible to say, but when he stopped drinking and got involved in AA and stuff, something happened to him chemically. I believe that he was mentally ill and had been, like, my own belief is that he was self-medicating through alcoholism. And when he took that out of the picture, his brain chemistry didn't function correctly anymore. And he has been slowly, but now faster, slipping down a very slippery slope into, mental health crisis. And that's where I believe Jack has been for a while.
Yeah, beyond mental health. Let me ask you this. So was Jack, now we'll go back to you and his friendship. We're kind of bouncing here, but we're getting the timeline.
That's okay.
And by the way, I want to say thank you to all the viewers, subscribers up in the chat right now, and the people here today. Thumbs up, share, look at the description, all that shit, you know. Let me ask you this. So Jack has made this claim. Now, his wife and child have disowned him, as well as you, childhood friends. Pretty much everyone has disowned him. Was he with his wife prior to alcohol AA, or did they like separate after AA?
So they were together before and through his getting sober, and it was at a point in time in his sobriety where things started getting really crazy at home, the way that I understand it. Now, I have myself personally only talked to his ex-wife 3 times and his son twice since their split. I used to talk to them quite frequently because they wrestled in the same league that we wrestled in. Even though we live in different towns about 90 miles apart, we would see each other quite often on the weekends. Now, they stopped and dropped out of wrestling, I believe, because Jack wouldn't stop showing up there to try to meet up with them. And they were trying to get free from Jack's control and his manic anger,
so Jack was informed by both the mother and his son, we don't really want nothing to do with you, as well as you and others, like throughout, like, because he keeps telling everyone online, I don't know why everyone just fucking throws me away. So like did like you're telling us that they had to leave wrestling and projects because of him showing up?
100%. He and wrestling's probably the least it was probably his son's least visited sport. Like he not talking shit about him, but he just definitely wasn't a good wrestler either, but he would just like to try to do different things and such. And so from the way I understand it, and I was only with them in the wrestling era, like, there was Margot and those other people that you've been speaking to, talk to them on different planes, but
I apologize, guys. Probably no one's watching now. Oh, okay. Some people were watching. Okay. Wow. The last bit of the iVixey stuff I completely missed. It was a good talk, though. It's good talk. That is the fire alarm, not annoy people. It's like they don't even hear it. They don't even hear it at all.
I know that for a fact that Jack had burned up his friendships, even in just the small wrestling part of the world where I would see him and his family. His friends were blocking him from phone calls and such way earlier than that because of his craziness and trying to get them to, violate protection orders.
Are you moving around? Your audio's kind of cutting out. Are you moving?
So, are you guys liking this clip or not liking this clip? But this stuff tells about Jack Talcott. But There is a rape baby story. I mean, that's the thing I want to hear about.
Not really. Just I'm trying to keep myself a little bit still, but I will try to do better.
Hey, Chemo.
Yes.
Chemo, I might let's boot you out and then just come right back in like we practiced to reset the audio. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
So I'm gonna get Chemo real quick. We're gonna
boot me.
Kick him out. He'll be back with us in a second.
Oh yeah, that's right. I should have Ray Sachs on while I was on that phone call. You have to take a shot every time you hear the chirp. All right, we're gonna skip past through this. Let's get him, and he gets on.
He did do what he did up here.
Okay, let's back up. I want to hear something spicy. Let's hear something spicy. Come on.
We knew whose baby that it was, and it was Jack's. And so Jack.
Wait, hold on. Back up even more. Tell us more about this baby. I want to know about Jack Talcott's rape baby.
Anyways, without trying to expose him too much as well, few months later, she's pregnant. She doesn't want to get an abortion. Her family did not believe in that. And
hold on. Let's back up even more. Hold on here. How old was this girl? I think they were both in high school or something, it sounds like.
Anyways, let's bring him back up. So,
here.
Sorry about that. My audio, my internet's fucked. And plus, you've been out bear hunting, so I'm sure you're out, your phone's been doing it.
Well, yeah, my
too.
phone just has bad service in general. We're way out of good service. We're up in the country, so it could definitely be on my end too. So I apologize. We're just in a
don't apologize.
area.
we got plenty of people who've been waiting for this interview because again, Jack has been telling people to connect you with him and all his friends. So Jack.
So Jack's been asking for this. Yeah, go ask about me. Ask everybody about me.
Raped a woman with a black man at this party is what you're saying?
So he did. So and I'm not going to make it about a racial thing, but the reason that I did bring the fact up that the other kid, when me and you were conversing earlier, I didn't talk about that in this particular interview right here, but the other guy that was involved in taking advantage of this young lady was black. He was the only black.
So Jack Talcott and this black dude were taking turns on this girl, okay?
Kid around at the time. Anyways, without trying to expose him too much as well, few months later, she's pregnant. She doesn't.
Wait, hold on. That story right there did not sound consensual. Hold on.
When me and you were conversing earlier, I didn't talk about that in this particular interview right here, but the other guy that was involved in taking advantage of this young lady was black. He was the only black kid around at the time. Anyways, without trying to expose him too much as well, few months later, she's pregnant. She doesn't want to get an abortion. Her family did not believe in that, and I was okay with that. And so when I started dating her, just before she stared showing, when she found out
why is he okay? Is he the other black man, or is he involved with this girl too? Wait! I'm confused because didn't he say in the beginning of all this that he's like the only brown guy in his town? Hold on here. I have questions. I do. Because he refers to this other guy and then he refers to himself like, I don't care about it. I don't mind. So I guess, was he also dating that girl at the time?
As well, few months later, she's pregnant. She doesn't want to get an abortion. Her family did not believe in that, and I was okay with that.
I was okay with that, which implies that he was in a relationship with her. So how many guys were orbiting this chick? Or was he the black guy?
And so when I started dating her, just before she started showing, when she found out she's pregnant, I already knew what had happened. She was very honest with me shortly afterwards about it. Now, the big question was, after she was pregnant, was that we were wondering if it was Jack's baby or this other guy's baby. And when the baby was born.
Okay, so he was dating a chick that was pregnant by some other guy.
The baby was white, and so we knew whose baby that it was, and it was Jack's. And so Jack, at this point in time, had already just left for Korea.
Wait, that's the DNA test? It came out white. It's Jack Talcott's baby.
and or for the military. I don't know that he was in Korea specifically at the time, but he was gone. Now,
are you telling me, like, from your testimony that?
Was there ever a DNA test done? How do we know? 2 other guys? Well, I'm kind of curious about this. Like, wait, how do we know there weren't other guys in the mix, especially other white guys in the mix? You know, like it sounds like it's okay. It sounds like it was a party, and then maybe something was going down in the back room, not consensual, and a bunch of people were there, and they're all taking turns, and then she ended up pregnant, and then this guy was dating her, which is like, why? And then, so how do we know for a fact that it's Jack Talcott's baby?
Jack was at that party, and that woman said he raped her. And we know Jack says maybe baby, but Jack is making claims.
Okay, so Jack has talked about this before, referred to it as a maybe baby.
Well, actually, it got funny because now he's saying, well, if I rape someone, that's not me. He's trying to hide his past, is what he's doing.
Absolutely. He's trying to minimize his involvement, and that's pretty common for predators, you know, and people, you know, killers and stuff. When they get caught, they try to minimize their actions.
I am scum for entertaining this. I just want to be informed, and keep in mind, most of the times when I hear things, I don't know if it's true or not. Maybe the baby came out of the womb with a mission to meet Trump. Maybe it did.
And project on somebody else. You know, there is no minimizing that. He did do what he did up here at that day and time and age, man. Guys didn't look at that as rape. You know, it was a different time, and I'm not justifying it whatsoever, but that happened a lot up here. It probably happened a lot all over the country. You know, probably still does at a college age and college campuses. I hear about this stuff all the time. And you know, taking advantage of a woman unconscious is rape, gentlemen. If you're watching.
Well, no shit. Hey, guys, I don't know if you know that. Don't do that. That's bad. But it is bad. It is bad. But I was being all funny about it because, like, obviously you guys should know that. Anyway.
Out there, that's what it's called, rape. There's no other word.
We're talking about Jack Talcott and his rape baby.
Term for it. If she can't respond to say no, she is unconscious. That's called rape. And so if we're using that in its correct terminology, Jack is a rapist. And he
yeah, if you're having sex with someone and they're unconscious, yeah, you just Bill Cosby'd her, dude. I mean, yeah, okay, that is quite fucked up. but Jack Talcott has changed, right? He's a different person. He's like, you know, he's like redeemed and all that, right? He raped a chick pregnant. Yeah, he had sex. Apparently he was involved with this woman. This other guy was involved with the woman too, and the baby came out white, so they assumed that it's Jack Talcott's baby. And Jack Talcott does say that it is maybe baby. So that's wild.
Well,
and he had a baby.
Well, and also he has targeted mentally ill children that we've noticed here. Well, I would say mentally ill with Noelle. You know, she probably has the mindset of a 7-year-old. Jack was having personal conversations with her. Now, let's go into this. Jack has said that you are his best friend in the world, even though all his friends and family say.
So this is Jack's best friend in the world talking about this, spilling the beans.
Stay away from us. Were you aware that Jack is reaching out to strangers online to still try and get contact with the son, you, the fucking mother, all the family?
Because I've had people reach out to me, and so yeah, I am aware, and I know that, you know, even when me and him were still talking, and I was in the more tolerant mode to deal with Jack before he really crossed lines for me, he tried to get me to reach out to his wife and son, ex-wife and son, numerous times, which I just wouldn't do. That's not my position, and I understood their position as well. I had talked to them enough times to know that she was terrified of Jack, and and his son didn't want anything to do with him. He didn't express terror.
What was she terrified of him because of his podcast, because of his show, of him talk about love and peace and I don't know. Something tells me it was a little bit of a DV.
Terrified, but it definitely expressed wanting no interest in talking to his father at this point in time whatsoever.
Well, like you said, he literally harassed them. Now we're learning this was way back in the day where his family said stay away from him, which we knew, that to where the point they had to pull the kid out of basketball or karate or whatever it was. And no, this is exactly what we're pointing out. Jack has lied about his predator behaviors. Now, here's the thing. He made this story up that you knocked him out, which we know you did. I know you did. But it has to do with him being in a predatory type way, but with your own blood. Am I not correct? Or what? You want to share that story about you knocking the fuck
absolutely
out?
I'll share this story about.
I wish I could have been there. I would have been the guy yelling, "You got knocked the fuck out, you pedo popo piece of shit!" You know.
Oh shit! Okay, I want to hear the story.
I would have been that guy, but
now I do want to say this. I do want to say this about that situation. I'm trying to change my own ways in the fact that, you know, I grew up in an extremely violent youth, and the way I've dealt with stuff is through violence. I'm not justifying what I did is correct, but I would probably do it again if it happened again, just because I'm also a very I get sparked emotionally very quick, and if you touch a subject for me that's wrong, I might come knock you out. Hey, here's the situation. My son had just been diagnosed as bipolar at the time.
Okay.
He was, going through.
If I stop you, we want to send prayers to you and your family. You just recently lost a son and just came back, which we had a prayer chain going for you. Is this the son you just lost? You're telling the story about, or no? Like
yes, it is. It is the son that I just lost.
Okay, so I want to just say right now, thank you for your bravery, for just being honest and open and exposing Jack for the piece of shit he is, because this is hard. Ladies and gentlemen, this man.
I get what he's doing. We all do. We see it. Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Man just lost his son and just had the funeral, just a few days ago. That's why it's taken so long for Chemo to get up here. And we invite Chemo to come back anytime he wants to just bullshit and chat. Very cool guy. I just wanted to make sure this was the same son with the story.
It is the same son. So in the beginning of my son's mental illness, Jack had found out that something was going on. And this may have been just pre-diagnosis as well. We were experiencing things that we were not familiar with in our home with my son. And Jack at that time had been coming up, and he had Thanksgiving dinner with us. We'd been hunting a few times together. He knew my son on a somewhat, Jack had been here enough times to where they all knew who each other was and they conversed. He wasn't super close with my son, but he felt like that he could somehow get a hold of my son's phone number at that time when he found out he was having problems and call
What? Why? What?
My son and start discussing things with him.
Was your son a minor at this time? I mean, it doesn't matter because he had mental issues.
He had just turned 18 at that time. He had just turned 18.
Okay.
But he actually got your son's number without coming to you guys, the parents.
He did, and I honestly don't know how he acquired that number. To tell you the truth, I'm not 100% sure. But this day and age, a lot of things can happen. So, anyways, he was able to contact my son, and started to fill my son up with some craziness. The type of stuff that Jack talks about. I'm gonna be the new Jesus. I could be one of the last two prophets of
Holy shit. Hold on here. He was trying to recruit this guy's son into his cult. Be his first cult member.
New Jesus. I could be one of the last two prophets of the end days, the prophets that walk the streets that are talked about.
Oh, bro, he said he's
Revelation.
one of the two witnesses. Yeah, he's
yes. Yeah, and so it was that type of talk. He was trying to talk to my son, who's already having manic bipolar issues, and And so when my son came to me and said, "Hey, maybe Jack is Jesus," and I absolutely was lit on fire that Jack had even spoke to my son and was trying to influence him spiritually. And so I called Jack to see what the deal was, and
Dude, that is so fucked up. And he did that after finding out that the kid has some sort of mental disorder or something. So so I guess Jack picked up on that weakness, you know, like a shark to blood in the water. You know, it's like he picked up on that. And it was like, all right, I'm gonna call that boy and recruit him. What? That is so fucked. That is so fucked. Okay, yeah, and Jack Talcott does think he's like the new Jesus or something. It's quite bananas, man. He is banana brain.
Jesus, and I
Banana brain.
Absolutely was lit on fire that Jack had even spoke to my son and was trying to influence him spiritually. And so I called Jack to see what the deal was, and he'd kind of expressed that he felt like he could help my son. And I told him to stay away from my son. And he said that wasn't my call, that he felt like if God was going to lead him to do that, he was going to. Just a minute. My wife is coming here, so I'm just going to calm down on the conversation just a minute. Don't want to upset her none.
Definitely. I want to, while you're doing your thing, I just want to say thank you to all you guys in the chat. Depending on how chemo feels, we'll open up the panel for some of you guys. If you're open to answering questions, chemo, to the audience.
Absolutely. I am.
Jack has been influencing a lot of these people with his guru spiritual bullshit, but most of all, he's been about his rape, lying about him being a predator towards mentally ill and what kind of things he's doing.
And I think that one of his first experiences predating on the mentally ill was with my son, you know, because he was just going through the training.
Yeah, that was his first experience with it, and now he goes on YouTube where there's everyone in this chat's mentally ill. Not you guys, but everyone who falls for it.
Transition of becoming extremely mentally ill at that time. Now, when I had reconnected with Jack and seen his son and his wife and him at wrestling tournaments before they had not wanted anything to do with him, he was like at the edge. People that I was talking to were saying, man, there's just some weird stuff going on with Jack. And so, you know, he was still kind of okay. And so I was with him from that point into his downfall. And I believe, you know, some of his downfall and the crazy spiritual weirdness that he talks about, and especially like the two witnesses, man, that was stuff that I was trying to preach to him as he was being manic, and I was trying to preach holiness into him, and he ended up turning it back around on me and saying that God had called him to be one of the end day witnesses and all this other stuff. And I really was repeating this stuff back to him, saying, Jack, this is scripture. I was talking to you 2 or 3 weeks ago. Now you're trying to turn this around and all this craziness. And I really believe that in one of his last visits, when he'd come up and I was trying to speak spiritual goodness through scripture into him, he twisted that in his own brain and started somewhat researching more into revelational scripture, and then twisted it up with a bunch of other stuff that he was looking into other religions and different spiritualities and new age stuff. And now his mind is packed full of some craziness from all different sides and religions, you know?
Oh yeah, he mixes. It's 1 minute he could be sitting there praising the Muslim, and then the next minute he's sitting there talking about Jesus. Like, it's like, do you even know what the two religions like? No, he can't even quote scripture. Like, you know,
he's all blending it together. For him, it makes sense because he's crazy. I heard that the Thorpes had a good moment on Jack Talcott's today. That's I want to see if it is like that. I want to see what happened. I heard it got spicy. Not exactly sure. We'll find out. I think this is when they join. Yeah. All right.
Jack has informed us.
Yeah.
Are you aware of
bad boy up?
Yes, it's very cringe.
Are you here?
I'm not sure if you.
Sorry.
Are you here to merge?
I just wanted to follow up on it to see if there's anything I could do because I know it's going on for the next 2 days as well. So if there's anything I could do.
No, this is going on for infinity. Are you here to merge or not? We don't care about CPAC.
No, please.
Are you here to merge? Drop the CPAC. That's right. Okay. They want to see if Jack Talcott wants to go to CPAC. He's not going to CPAC.
Want to discuss the CPAC.
You know what? We care about CPAC, actually. I correct myself.
Thank you.
Thank you for that correction.
I do appreciate that.
I'm not trying to go hard. I'm just saying if there's anything I could do to, because I know you sent me the $100 when we collabed, which was very nice of you. I totally didn't expect it. I'd be more than happy to contribute it to like a plane ticket. No problem.
I realize that.
Because we raised it on this show and I want the show to have content. So it's up to you.
I mean,
go ahead, Hank.
Yes, well, Jack doesn't want to offer. I know there's someone else chopping the bit to get to do something. So the other guy was trying to do the hot tank thing. So maybe if Jack doesn't.
All right, so it does look like a pretty good start. They get on the panel, try to see if they could change Jack's mind of refusing the offer, I guess, to go to CPAC. This is what the Thorpes are. They try to love bomb you. They try to see if you want to do something with them. And if you say no, then they start flipping the script, and then they will, attack you. So we're probably going to get that. We're going to get that. That's great.
I know what you're talking about, Hank. What?
The guy that yells over your show, Jack, Tom, I think his name is. You don't remember him? Yes.
What about him?
I think he's desperate for anything. So.
You think he wants to go to?
If Jack doesn't want to go, maybe Tommy would go.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I don't really care if Tommy goes to CPAC because he doesn't really have anything to do with CPAC.
Right. I don't. Yeah. I don't think your joke landed, Hank. Love you, my friend.
It landed where I wanted it. It landed where I wanted it.
Okay.
Ben's
bored. Can we encourage Grace to see the merge in a new way, Jack? It's kind of disappointing that she is saying that this is cringy.
Ben looks like he wants to take Jack behind the barn.
No one is forced or coerced into. Well, that's not true. I guess we did that earlier this Sunday night.
Jack, every time I look at Ben when he's wearing this jacket, I think of Viral Flooring. I think he should be called Viral Flooring Cop.
Who's that? Is that a person?
Nobody knows who Viral Flooring is?
I don't know who that is. Viral Flooring?
It's
luxury vinyl
mouthwash?
No, Matan. Do you know who Matan is? The kid? It's
Matan. Yeah, I know Matan.
Evan, yeah.
His producer, Viral Flooring, wears the jacket just like that.
Oh.
Jacket.
Dad, you know who he's talking about. The producer guy who wears the sunglasses who's in the interview sometimes, who sits on the other table.
Mike.
Oh.
I think Dr. Disrespect wears a jacket like that.
Viral Flooring is different than Mike.
Not Mike.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, he's got the same mustache, too.
Inside baseball.
Right. These glasses.
Sorry, Jack. We got off track.
It's Scott.
It was a merge thing, Jack. I wanted you to merge with him.
Scott, you're messing the vibes up. All right. This is about the operational logic of
Yeah,
Jack
let the Thorpes merge with Jack Talcott. Become one.
Talcott's persona, all right, in the doctrine of love, truth, and consciousness and virtues. All right.
Well said.
I skipped virtue class. Sorry.
That just means you've got opportunity to learn, and you're not too old to learn. Etiquette and virtue, those go together. We're here, actually.
Thorpes, take it over.
It all has to do with love, guys. That's really why we're here. We're here to love life and to be with life and love together. You're back to what you asked, Grace. Let me not ignore. Thank you for the offer of support, right? And the encouragement has been that's been a test for me because Landry was very generous too in his offers for sure. Matter of fact, here you go.
How about that timing? We thank you, Landry.
Perfect timing, actually.
Interesting facial hair choice. Bold.
It was just for you.
He's going with the fur.
Hey, he's got to get. Where's that good looking woman you got there?
Right there.
Call her over.
She's eating a lot of food.
I want to do a Fonzie style.
Yeah, come over with all that food still in your mouth.
No. You don't want to give them a lot of food; they get lazy. You never feed them.
I'm not feeding them,
Jack, I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear what you had to say.
Yes, Jack.
After looking at possible transportation options, whether it was paid for by me or others, the expense plus the news of the TSA, all the delays and disruptions there, and the other things I'd need to do to get things going, it was short notice. And honestly, I just don't have faith that I would end up with the connections or conversations that I'd really want to do, So
you need more guarantees that you were going to succeed before you try.
That's fair, Ben. That's pretty fair. Because I was looking within, and honestly, I've been learning to trust my spirit, my feeling of inspiration, and my intuition.
Cope for he was too nervous. He's too anxious. He's too scared.
My gut. And what I found is more reasons not to go than to go. Right?
What happened to live without fear?
You didn't want to go and do our stupid idea, go to CPAC with us? What?
Oh, it doesn't mean absent from
Grace
logic or
looks pissed.
reasoning. I mean, I'm not afraid of going. I see more signs that maybe
this isn't the right.
They're going to
trip or the right time.
assassinate Jack
That's all it is.
Talcott's character.
But why not? Okay, now that
This is the day Old Yeller died,
We gotta
dude.
wait in line at TSA. Okay,
It's like,
well, so what?
sorry, I got to do this.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with it.
I also hate lines.
But then
I
you have
mean-
to ask yourself, are you really all that motivated? Because like,
Well, if it was, hey, Jack, we've got this opportunity. You're going to meet this person. You're going to have this conversation with this person. Well, then, yeah, dude, I've got a reason. But I'm going there to take a shot in the dark. I've done that a lot of different times, a lot of different ways, and I've come very close.
Well, it's not a complete shot in the dark because Lalo like genuinely knows people who are in the Republican Party. I'm not saying he knows Trump, but he does know a bunch of people who are involved there.
By the way, yeah, this is all just to get Jack Talcott closer to Trump because Jack Talcott's on a mission from God to, I guess, meet Trump or something. Okay.
So
Well,
if we
even
have
if-
some
yeah.
connections.
Even if I speak to someone who believes in the Republican Party, what are my chances of getting them to be interested in ideas of changing the two-party systems? Right?
Yes, right.
I mean,
agree.
that's really where I'm coming from, not so much the Republican side.
But if you want to talk to Trump someday, wouldn't it be best to start with people in the Republican Party and get there eventually?
Sure.
No, but Jack, I agree with you. Like when Grace was like OPC Don, the guy we introduced you to, like he was like, oh, you got to have Jack pregame his elevator pitch. If Trump gives him 30 seconds, what's he going to say? And I was like, I don't see how anything he's going to say is going to matter to Trump because Trump only cares about money and power. So you'd have to have Trump have like
butt plug. Lalo is the butt plug.
So
Yeah.
maybe you don't really want to talk to Donald Trump, and you're just
Maybe you guys are thinking of me doing this all on my own. That's not really my plan. But if you want me to do it all on my own, and that's kind of what this feels like, is, hey, Jack, we've got an idea for you that could be entertaining and good content. Maybe blind luck, right? Should God work in your favor, maybe it'll help you do it yourself.
Yeah, it would be great content. So Jack sees it for what it is. He
Dog
doesn't
now?
want to be your clown.
Jack is
I'm
not just
sure-
Jack.
I'm not sure-
We are
I'm not
many.
sure,
Okay?
I'm not sure where you get off thinking that you have the right to be angry at me for offering you an opportunity, but you can go fuck yourself, Jack. If that's
Oh, whoa, spicy. There we go. I like that.
You don't trust dog now?
Jack is
I'm
not just
sure-
Jack.
I'm not sure-
We are
I'm not
many.
sure why-
Okay?
I'm not sure where you get off thinking that you have the right to be angry at me for offering you an opportunity, but you can go fuck yourself, Jack. If that's how you feel about it.
How dare you insult
Grace.
us? How
I'm not
dare
sure
you?
where you get off on me trying to support.
Grace, that's not
what you
appropriate.
think you want to do for 5 years now
Hey-
and just asking
hey,
me questions
Grace.
about it. But if you want to tell me like,
Hey,
hey, I don't think
Grace.
you're being too pushy. You're a grown fucking man, Jack. Grow a
Hey,
pair.
Grace. Hey, Grace, why don't you calm down, young lady?
She can't. That spine turns to jelly when she's dealing with her dad, but with anybody else,
You're jumping to conclusions. You're making assumptions, and your anger just came out.
Relax. Have a lemonade.
I was angry that you were angry. That's true.
No,
I
Jack,
was
you're
angry.
saying we're using
Who
you.
told you I was angry, and what do you think
Your
I'm
tone of voice.
angry
Your
about?
tone of voice clearly was indicating.
Is this counting as using her for content?
This
You
is
clearly were
actually
saying in an angry tone of voice. Hey, you know what it feels like, guys? It feels like you're turning me into your content. And you're saying I have to do it on my own. You clearly were angry. So I'm asking,
All right,
what's-
all right. Can we just get a second to praise God that we have all these beautiful minds on this panel right now to share this love?
I like these voices because clearly you can tell they're trolling Jack, and I don't think he realizes that.
Just one moment.
It's fine if he thinks he has a right to be angry. I find that
Where the hell-
offensive.
right. I know, and you're finding offense where you're making it up. Okay, so Landry, you asked this question: am I using
You're
this for
angry.
content?
Not necessarily
Actually-
you, but
Actually, what I'm trying to do here is trying to find a resolve, okay? Because someone is running with a narrative, making accusations against me, my behavior, because of their interpretations and throwing a temper tantrum publicly. You're better than this, young lady.
You're gaslighting. You're gaslighting. You were angry. You said it in an angry tone of voice. I responded
Yeah, be real, Jack. You were angry.
with a lot of
Angrily, with
I'm on
anger.
Grace's over here. You were angry, Jack. Be real about your. Look at this face. Look at this face. This is a face of anger right here. Look at that. That's a wild face. That's a wild freeze frame right there.
Yeah, so you
But,
perceive-
but I admit that I was angry. You're bullshitting. You weren't
Grace,
angry in the first place.
Grace,
No. I wouldn't
Grace.
react like that unless you were
How
angry in the
about-
first place. Don't gaslight me and say I misinterpreted it.
about-
Don't gaslight
how
me.
about-
You were pissed off. You let me know that you were not feeling it when I was trying to be generous. So I'm just asking you where you get off. Where do you get that entitlement? Where exactly? So I
in
can
your mind.
understand.
In your mind, when you calm down and I can speak, maybe I can offer you a
I'm
different.
perfect. I know exactly what happened. You're coping and gaslighting. I know exactly what happened. You got angry and I got angry back. Let's be
Yeah,
honest about it.
exactly,
Let's be adults,
Jack.
Jack.
Grace, that's what I'm asking. Please and thank you. Okay. I respect you. I respect your ability to have composed conversations to recognize what is and isn't real. I may have come across as angry, okay, but you didn't ask me any questions to qualify the tone that you perceived. Did you?
You're still gaslighting.
Did you
still
ask me
gaslighting.
any
You're
questions
telling
or
me-
did you jump to conclusions?
I had a reaction that I went with. But I had an angry reaction to
Tell you
you
what.
being angry at me for giving you an opportunity, and you're still
Is
gaslighting. 'cause you're
anyone
saying
else
you
willing to
perceive
answer
it as
my
angry.
question?
Jack, nobody.
Now, are we gonna move on from this part? I think they get stuck here, huh?
You said to
Yes.
start this whole thing and say that you weren't angry. Nobody could say that. You were clearly angry.
Grace, tell you
You
what.
raised your tone of voice. You were talking forcefully.
Grace,
You were
golly
clearly angry.
geez, Grace, calm down, please, because this is a pattern I've been facing many years.
Shit, Jack, you don't tell a woman to calm down. What are you doing?
You were clearly angry.
Grace, tell you
You
what.
raised your tone of voice. You were talking forcefully.
Grace,
You were clearly
golly
angry.
geez, Grace, calm down, please, because this is a pattern I've been
Ray
facing.
should have snapped right then and there. Calm down, you misogynistic asshole. That would have been good. That would have been funny.
Many years. You're not the first. I've been through this shit many times. Please calm down. So my tone and my choice of words have been misunderstood many times in the past. I apologize if I didn't speak as clearly or as calmly as I could have. I'm sorry if any past frustrations may have come through. Am I tired of being used? Am I tired of people saying, hey, Jack, your goals, go and do it my way, right? I've been dealing with that over 8 years now. I've been consistent with my goals.
Really quick, I just want to respond. But you said you're sick and tired of being used. I take offense at you portraying me trying to get you to a convention where the person you've been trying to talk to for 5 years is going to be there. I take offense at you portraying that as you being used. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't.
Well, hold on here. Hold on. Hey. You do the same thing you do with everybody. You try to use them for content, okay? And if they don't want to play the game, you get angry, right? Yeah.
Doesn't add up.
I realize. Thank you for pointing that out. And the reason it doesn't make sense to you, the reason it doesn't add up is because you've not considered my direction. Now, I've asked you specifically, Grace, if you could share a little bit of time with me, help you share your brain and your mind and some of your talent together to help me brainstorm and strategize. Now, you're not the only one I've asked. You're included in many people I have invited to please work with.
Wait, Grace looks rough without makeup? I thought she's wearing makeup. This is makeup, right? Dude, she looks like she could be in a grunge band.
With me, please brainstorm and strategize to help me achieve the goals that I'm trying
I'm the
to
only
achieve.
one who's actually done it, Jack. I'm the only one who's actually put anything down in concrete reality that you could do.
Well,
And I
Grace,
was
that's
really hyped about
exactly.
it. And I offered to
I know.
fund it too. And it's
I
not
know
like
you
you
did.
have to
I
take me
know.
up on my offer.
I
You don't
know.
even have to be super appreciative. I'm not that kind of
I know.
person. But to be angry at me for offering
I'm
that
not.
is just a step too far, Jack. For me.
Grace, why are
Please
you
allow
angry for getting angry? God damn, man.
Is
Everybody
it fair to say that maybe we were feeling misunderstood?
How about I offer an apology? Okay, because I intended no disrespect to you, Grace. Please trust in that. But let me also point out, with respect, what you're saying is exactly what Snafu tells me too, lady. He's the only one who's helped me, who's helping me. Now, I'm not saying you're like Snafu in the slightest.
That's not an apology. I'm sorry that your feelings got hurt, but I didn't mean to. And you sound like other people. That's not an apology, Jack. It's just an
Okay.
excuse.
Accept the truth.
If you
Or
don't want to
don't.
apologize, that's fine. But don't call it an apology. Don't say here's an apology and then not apologize. It's fine. You don't want to apologize, that's fine.
Grace, it sounds like you want me to apologize for what I didn't do. And I've been dealing
I think he's like, I didn't say, I wasn't angry. I was like, no, Jack, you got to realize you were angry. You were super angry. You're rageful. What it really is Grace Thorped is, it's in a way of rejection in a way. Like their offer, their idea was dismissed, was cast aside, was undervalued, was rejected. And they don't like that. They don't like that.
with that for 8 years too. So if you want to write me off because I don't comply and admit to what you think I did, I'm all right with that. I love
Ben's
you.
laughing. He's having a good time.
You know what? Because you're going to gaslight about this. It's recorded, okay? Well, I'm open to being wrong.
Gonna
Let's go
gaslight.
back to the initial statement you made that pissed me off, and we'll see if you sounded angry or not, okay? Because it was right before I started yelling. So give me 1 second. Put the panel back up. I'll mute.
All right.
I'll find the clip.
I appreciate you.
You guys have deja vu too?
Yes.
Ben Grace song and dance. You've seen it. Man, we've seen it so many times.
Jack, consider you've been doing this for 8 years. Maybe there's something you could have done differently to have more success.
Of course there is. Hank, come on, dude. Thanks for your interjection again. Of course, there's always something I can do better.
You can always do something better.
All right, I
Right.
found it. Okay, so Jack's claim is that this was not out of anger. My claim is this was clearly Jack expressing anger, which is fine.
All right.
And let's try to be honest about this. Okay, here's the clip.
Okay, maybe you don't really want to talk to Donald Trump, and you're just
Maybe you guys are thinking of me doing this all on my own. That's not really my plan. But if you want me to do it all on my own, and that's kind of what this feels like, is, hey, Jack, we've got an idea for you that could be entertaining and good content. Maybe blind luck, right? Should God work in your favor? Maybe it'll help.
right.
That was rude.
Okay. Does that sound like?
You know, I said I was on Grace's side on this, but that doesn't sound so angry right there. That's anger? That's more like passive aggressive, like. No. This is all just a ploy. This is all just a tactic anyway. It doesn't really matter. Like, all what's happening here is they're just trying to use that just to put pressure on Jack for rejecting their deal.
Somebody who's maybe a little pissed off, who's acting out of anger? It sounds like it to me.
Maybe you struck a chord.
Okay, so let's not gaslight and say you weren't angry. Own your anger. I was angry in response, and we can move from there.
And what are we accomplishing with that? With the anger?
So I guess Jack can't ever admit that he ever gets angry? Is this the thing? Like, just what's so hard just to admit that he gets angry? So this must be his thing. Okay. See, I don't know a whole lot about Jack, but I did learn this. Apparently, I guess he doesn't like to admit that he gets angry. He doesn't like to apologize. Okay. It'd be so easy. Apologies are easy. Be like, I'm sorry I was angry. Are we good now? All right, move on.
Anger, Grace.
What did you hope to accomplish by starting it? You got angry. What were you angry about?
Actually, Grace, here. Thanks for calling me out on it. I apologize. Hey, we've got some folks in the back. There's someone who keeps hitting, trying to get on to. I'm gonna.
Oh, yeah, he just did it right now. He's trying to move on.
Welcome to.
Oh yeah, this is Uncle Jeff. Really interesting guy.
Jeff's a great guy.
Well, thank you. I don't want, and I number one, thanks for having me up. Number two, you don't have to agree, but you do have to be civil. And it does look like that's going on over here where people can. I don't. And are there any language restrictions? Are there? I don't want to.
Not really.
Flag. Okay. Yeah.
No
you know, you don't.
COS.
Have to, you can be. I don't give a shit if you're bigoted or what. I don't. We don't know.
Jeff, let's utilize you as like a guy who's coming out of like no knowledge here. Okay, so
the nebula, just kind of.
So let's make the case to you, and then see what you think. Okay, so
y'all hear me good?
Jack here has been on YouTube for years. He's Jack. You can say I'm misrepresenting. He said like he wants to meet with Donald Trump to make the world a better.
Oh my! So yeah, they've taken over. They've taken over the stream. Now it's going to be about whatever it is they want. Yeah,
because he's got a lot of ideas and insights that he wants to share specifically with Donald Trump. Okay, is that fair to say?
Partially true. It's not just Donald Trump. I want to speak with all of Congress and the rest of the state leaders.
I get the point. I get the point.
Back to it is Donald Trump. Okay,
Right.
so
Sure.
all right.
Yeah.
So about a week ago, a mutual friend of ours, mine and Grace's, was saying he's going to CPAC, which is the Conservative Political Action, whatever. It's like where all the conservative Republicans hang out.
CPAC, yeah,
And this guy Lalo is kind of in with them. He's like he works with them, has known them for years. So he said, Jack, you could fly out down to Dallas. I know these people. He's not saying I'm guaranteeing you, but like Donald Trump is likely to be there. And so it was fortuitous in many ways. The tickets were relatively
The shot is better for on his couch.
Yeah, exactly. This guy Landry was going to put him up in Dallas, who's also a documentarian. Lalo was happy to get him in for like very cheap money, and so we're like, oh, this would be an opportunity. And then Jack said, okay, like I don't want to wait in TSA lines,
right?
And like I don't want to like figure out the tickets. And I don't know that Donald Trump is going to talk to me, which is all true.
Or what would
all
he
true
when
things.
going? Yeah.
Then I think the question becomes like, so what's all this talk about? I really want to do this. Why wouldn't you do it if you have an opportunity to? And so then there was a little bit of a conflict, and Jack felt like we were.
Yeah, Jeff. I mean, they offered a deal of a lifetime to Jack Talcott, going to offer him a way to go CPAC, and I had a chance to meet with Donald Trump. How come you didn't take that offer? Oh, you mean it could have been like he meets a bunch of other people who are not Trump and gets just one of many in a freaking crowd? Okay, yeah, and a complete waste of time.
I think tried to express that he felt like he was being used for entertainment purposes by us.
Okay.
And so I took offense to that.
And Grace took offense to that.
Yeah, that's the part I kind of got. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you're asking, are you asking my thoughts? Well, before
Randy, I would invite them to meet me at the Hop. We can go to the Hop. I think they would like that place. It's a club, mostly for older people. There's a reputation about it, and it is.
I give him, I got to ask Jack, is that it? He doesn't need to have an A, Jack. Does his explanation get a B? From A to F, does his explanation get a B? Okay, well then I don't need much more. here's the thing, Ben. I cannot downplay this man's desire. Everybody want a Ferrari, but Ferrari ain't for everybody.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? It's not about what he wants. It's about what he's willing to do to get it.
I agree. Yes.
You
That's
see
right.
what I'm saying? So if you really, if my goal was to speak to Donald Trump, first off, a goal ain't shit without a timeline.
That's true. Yep.
What's your timeline?
Mhm.
What is your ladder? Who are the
Sure.
individuals in play that you need to make this happen? And the big question is how many people stand in front of you? These are that don't almost done, Jack. That doesn't have anything to do with the futility of you speaking to Donald Trump, in my opinion. The difficulty. That is a generic formula for any dude. If you're trying to make it to the goddamn store and back, you gotta have a goal.
Jeff, can I give you an example from my
guy.
and I think it's important to say, like, sure, yeah, I might have a goal, but do I want to take the steps to achieve it?
There you go, brother. Are you willing to do?
All right, okay. So now I believe that my mission.
Be careful, Jack. Ben is turning the panel against you.
Is to
One guy at a time.
My life.
I'm sorry. Okay, don't let me piss on your emancipation.
Jack, looking sad, Ben. We need to take this away from you for a moment.
No, hold on a second. Let me just explain this to Jeff. I'll take it on my side. Okay, so I believe that my mission in life is to have a great time with supermodels. Beautiful supermodels, 'cause I think they have it hard in life. So I've said that openly. Now, okay, now I don't have the kind of money that's going to attract a supermodel. I don't have the kind of prestige. But if someone gave me a ticket to a fashion show where it was like $100 and I could be in Paris and I could get in the back because one of the gay dudes who does makeup is my buddy, okay, I'm gonna be there. And if I go, nah, I don't want to wait in line.
Damius Octavius could challenge this.
You got to say, well,
how bad do you really want to be?
How do you?
Guy talks forever.
That's legitimate. I actually think Jack is right to say.
I want to see
even if he did get an audience with Donald Trump
if
wouldn't care what
they
he said.
start
And so maybe that would be an
clashing.
opportunity to
Let's
think
skip
like
this.
For
If we
there
start
got
clashing.
misunderstood. My career and my family and everything were taken from me a number of years
If we
ago.
start clashing again, are we
19.
done?
Then here's your issue. We are talking about the plans for last year's Super Bowl right now.
Okay, shut.
A lot of times, people
Did
will
we
set
start clashing
grandiose
or
goals
what?
for
All
themselves.
right, come on.
I've
We
tried
literally
to
asked you about meeting Trump and what you want to do.
and
and you
Grace,
told me.
I've invited
All right, back a bit.
an F-355 Spider, looking at the way I'm saving my money.
All right, Grace gets back in here about
$80,000
now.
when I get all my money together. If I put that goal out there, yes, but I want the Spider. That's the Spider's a convertible. I want, that's the car I want so bad. But I can't. If there's one on sale tomorrow, Jack, I can't go get it. I can't play with myself about it.
Why is that guy showing us
not
a
How is
Barbie
this relevant?
Jeep?
I don't remember Packer Jack
going
ever
on with
waking
that
up and
guy?
going, we really want to go to
Psychic
CPAC and think this is going to be so
Vampire
great. I
Slayer.
remember other people coming here and convincing us how great of an idea that is.
Oh wow!
So it's like we were cool with the Toyota and the Honda, and then you told us how much we were supposed to want the Ferrari.
No, it's more
well,
like you've been saying. No, Jeff. Let me respond to that. It's more like you've been saying, "I want a Ferrari. I want a Ferrari. I want a Ferrari," and somebody says, "Okay, here's a significantly higher chance of getting a Ferrari than you ever will have," and you say, "No, I'm cool with my Honda. Why are you?"
According to you.
Why are you
Hey,
pushing
tell
me?
you what, I'm sorry to interrupt, but the way you're representing this is it's really ignorant.
That's not fair.
Thank you.
What do you
Unfair.
mean? That's pretty spot on. You say you want to meet Trump. You say you want to meet Trump all the time. You want to meet Trump. Okay. There's an opportunity to try to meet Trump. It's the closest thing you're going to get. I mean, it's better than staying in your house. Please let race X on. Okay, yeah, that'd be fine.
That's a better choice of words.
I
Okay?
fail to see how.
So, right, because why do you fail to see how? Could it be that you've never investigated what I've been asking for?
I've
Maybe you've
listened to
never
you for hours. What do you mean? I've listened to what
No,
you've asked
Grace,
for hours.
right. Many people make that claim, and yet I suggest the best way to understand someone is direct communication. Now, I've
I
tried.
literally asked you about meeting Trump and what you want to do.
And
and you
Grace,
told me.
I've invited you to have conversations where we're not in the midst of all this other stuff. Christ.
Oh, fuck.
But not just you. Everybody. My son, Tommy, Paul. I'm trying to have conversations with anybody. But I get what I get. Whether I go to church, whether I go to prayer groups, whether I go to government meetings, whether I go to concerts, whether I go anywhere, I get what I get. Okay?
Jack, can I interrupt you?
What is that?
Jack, can I interrupt? Hold
Wait,
on.
what does he mean? What does he mean by that? He gets what he gets.
Uncle Joe.
Yes.
Can I Uncle Jeff, excuse me. Jack, it's a tough one. Grace is here trying to take.
Hey, can you stream to voice chat?
Where
Yeah, I could do that. No problem. How are you doing, race X?
Good. Oh, and I want to say, like, I know you're kind of like rage baiting me, but like
what?
Grace does not love Ben. Like like if you consider that love, then you have like just a warped view of love. It's just a fear of violence and long-term grooming.
Hey, I haven't seen you since the Council of Evil days, dude.
It's
What's
like a
going
toxic,
on, man?
a toxic
I've seen you
warped
going
kind of
through some
love.
shit with your divorce
I mean,
and all. If you,
Yeah,
you
it's
need,
it's
you
not
need some
love.
solid Christian advice,
well,
this can't
I'm
be
here for
called
you,
love.
man. You know,
it's a
those
very
old
toxic warped
Council
kind of
of
love,
Evil
though. Like it's not love in the
ties,
rosy
they
kind.
last forever.
Hey, Mama Shaggy. How you doing,
Yeah,
dude?
so what's up? King Dingling. Wow, it's an honor to be in the presence of a king, man.
The number one Grace sip. So, are you still doing shroom trips and stuff? That was the last thing I watched of yours. That was kind of cool.
Hold on, something's wrong. Something's not working.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, no, I fixed it. That
Okay.
was my fucking. Sometimes my shit doesn't work quite properly.
All
I
right. Well,
apologize.
yeah. The last thing I watched of yours was that shroom trip, and inspired me to do a shroom trip on my own. And
I've been meaning to find that because I wanted to review it. Like, what was it like for you?
I had a really good time. I was doing the Jack Nicholson routine. It got really good. I was like loving it, but my co-host was not. Yeah, it was cool. Would do it again. Absolutely.
What kind of shrooms did you take? Did you take like amanitas or what?
I don't know.
I
just got it from my
Sun
freaking neighbor.
Temple. I was on Sun Temple. I'm trying.
No.
Like,
I'm asking Dead Man.
I don't know. I just got it from my neighbor. I'll ask him what kind of shrooms they were.
Oh, all right. Oh, from your
Amanita
neighbor,
is
okay.
a poison, dude. I think. I'm pretty sure Amanita is just like a poison.
Yeah, they sell like amanitas at like legally, but like I think psilocybin mushrooms like you still can't get them at stores. I don't think.
Yeah, I do psilocybin.
It was psilocybin, that I know. I don't know if it was like a particular type of it, but.
Well, psilocybin is what makes you hallucinate. Amanita is literally just like fucking poison. But like, yeah, no, Amanita will make you trip out, but you don't want it. Like, this like. Where I live, you have to join like a church called the Church of Entheogenic Plants. And if you join them and attend one of their meetings, you get a card where you can basically buy legal mushrooms and DMT. You go to a place called Zydor with a Z, and it's run by the church, and you just buy whatever you want. You can get straight up DMT pens, mushrooms. They got really fucking powerful mushrooms too. This shit Trinity, like they won't give it to you unless they really think you can handle it.
Holy shit, that's cool. Do they have chapters around the U.S.?
I don't know. I know they're in California, but they've got a pretty edgy history. You know, this is like going back to the '60s and shit. Like so.
They're not child groomers, are they?
No, no, they're drug enthusiasts. They're hallucinogenic, and they literally believe you can talk to God by doing enough LSD and mushrooms.
You probably can. Dude, actually, that was my experience. I felt like I was getting closer to God. I know it sounds cliche, but like I kept on looping. I was trying to say like there's something I need to tell you, man, and I forgot. I'll show you. I'll give you the stream. That was a good stream. That was good.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, I stopped doing the mushroom streams because I figure if I just do mushrooms all the time, that ain't really content. That's just eventually boring.
No, like, but
it'll make it so no one can do it because it's always boring. I didn't want to ruin it.
You had a
for
bad
everyone
time.
else.
It seemed like you were.
Yeah, I've
were
never had a
dark
good
place.
time on hallucinogenics, but I'm not trying to have a good time. I'm trying to talk to God, so I don't mind bad trips. Like I've got a purpose to doing this.
Man, Shaggy, I gotta ask you what you did. If that's what your talk to God's gonna be like, man, you have some guilt.
Oh, I'm probably going to hell. No matter.
You gotta overcome that, man. Like I know I fucked up. I know I fucked up, but like I think God and I have an understanding. Maybe it's all delusional. But,
yeah. So I owe an apology. I better do this here. I owe an apology to the gay community.
Oh, okay. Where are we going with this?
Well, I'm dating a woman, and all my gay friends are brokenhearted and very upset.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I've made some people very angry at me today.
For the gay community. Okay, well,
There's drama in my neck of the woods. It's a joke. Some of the trannies are pissed at me.
The trannies are pissed because you're dating an actual woman?
Yes.
Damn.
Yes. Yeah, it's a retarded situation. It's pretty funny.
I can imagine. They're all jealous and stuff, man.
No, it is actually funny.
So now
he would be.
Wait. Hold on. When you were dating these trans women, like how much of a date are we talking about? Like you were just like hanging on Discord?
Oh no, I've never dated trans women. I did. So what happened, right? I decided to jokingly tell my trolls, you know what? I can't lie. I'm actually gay. I've been gay the whole time. They believed it, right?
Right.
Unfortunately, a bunch of my friends believed it and got the wrong idea. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, people are still going to run with it. They're still going to call you gay. I mean, I guess it's just funny.
Yeah, probably. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
I don't care about that.
I mean,
and besides, I'm exaggerating a little here to make fun of someone. Like I'm actually just like making fun of someone.
All right. Well, congrats on having a girlfriend. That's good, man.
This isn't. Yeah, that's not the first time I've had a girlfriend, but yeah, thank you.
I wasn't implying that. I just know that you used to go to the rub and tugs, you know, but sometimes those are nice. You know?
They were convenient. I've moved on from that phase of my life, though.
Yeah,
realistically,
gets kind of expensive, doesn't it? I don't know.
Yeah, expensive, repetitive, depressing. There's a lot of things.
Yeah. All right. Well, Mormon, it's good talking to you, man. We're kind of doing a thing here. I think King Dingling, or NoFap Gamer, as you probably know him, wanted to talk to me about how like what Grace has with Ben isn't love, and I don't mean it's love like in a romantic sense. I mean like it's like a toxic
it's the love of,
like dependence. Like it is like
it's like the love of
I don't think so. I think without the fear or threat of violence, that Grace would probably just leave.
Question: Do we ever hear? Are we in the camp that Grace is or is not fucking her dad? Like, which camp are we in?
Oh, she's fucking her dad.
It'd be more accurate to call it molestation because Ben doesn't get erect. He has to use his fingers and his dildo.
Okay.
Well, I mean, this is all fascinating news. Like, I think we all would love to learn more about, Ben's dildo, but like, I can't really feel bad for a girl who's voluntarily sucking on the family dong. That seems a bit like,
I hear you on that one. Yeah.
How much of an innocent princess can she be? If,
she's the damsel in distress, though, right? She has to be saved.
Yeah.
She was like groomed and molested from like a very young age. Like,
yes, I hear that. But she also goes on YouTube and says, "Hey, you should suck your daddy's dick." You know?
Yeah, if she doesn't do that, then Ben will kick her and hit her some more, though.
Okay, and then when Ben is taken out of the picture, Ben is taken out of the picture and is put in jail, what does she do? She stays around and cries.
Yeah.
So I support Ben's right.
I mean, it's a cry for help. Like Grace was the one who originally said that they had an incestuous relationship. Like she's been exposing Ben.
But my thing is, no one can help her. She's helpless. You cannot help her. Like,
yeah, but it's because of the threat of violence, not this love of Ben. That's just like warped view of love.
It is the only kind of love she knows.
Well, you have to understand that Ben is every woman's fantasy.
True.
Yeah.
6'8" Chad, dude. So rich he doesn't have to be employed ever. You know? It's not like he's broke or anything. Yeah. Smelling like garbage. I like that. Anyway, am I still on? Did I lose connection?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's really common for like victims of molestation to stop showering because they're trying to repel their molesters with the stink.
I mean, yeah, that is something I've heard before. Where like people or kids that were molested, they will like become obese or do certain things to kind of make themselves look ugly to like ward people away. But this could also just be a habit that was learned, because it seems like Ben does the same thing. I mean, so
I think what NoFap is trying to say is that Grace has Stockholm syndrome.
Well,
you know,
yeah.
there's been plenty of times people get kidnapped and then they stay with their abuser. Like, you know,
I think Stockholm
her.
syndrome would be closer to it than love for sure.
Well,
like,
yeah, when I say love, I don't mean love like in the romantic sense or anything like that. Just
I
like,
think, you know,
kinda like,
maybe, I think that maybe perhaps, just perhaps, Ben loves his daughter in an Islamic sense, in which, you know, the beatings and molestations are signs of affection. You know, maybe he's actually a man of God. Who are we to judge?
he's a Muslim.
Who are we to judge? Maybe he's a Muslim. You
I had
know,
no
we see him
idea.
raping and beating his daughter.
I think Ben
that
is
could
like
be, that
a
could be a
Frankish
sign of
Jew.
Islamic devotion.
So
I
I'll
think
definitely
Ben is
settle
a
for
Frankish Jew.
I would agree with Stockholm syndrome for real. Yeah. Actually, I think the line that it said, well, Ben and Grace love each other so much that the courts and the police can't separate them. That was the line I said, I think, right? Yeah. Well, that was kind of a joke of the
I think
situation.
Grace fears getting into like a Cape Fear situation, because Ben has said if Grace ever tried to leave, he would hunt her or track her down for her own good and imprison her like Joseph Fritzl. So like that's fear. That's fear, not love.
Well, you know what? I wonder if Grace could like secretly try to poison Ben slowly over time.
Maybe she has been. Maybe that's why he's so fucked up.
Well, you know, it might be that maybe Grace, you know, maybe that's getting abused is their love language. Maybe abuse is their
You
love
know,
language.
I
Maybe
actually
we
still feel no remorse for showing Ben's chode on Talcott's stream either. Like
Well, actually,
that was
I hear that
a
now. What
righteous act.
Mormon Shaggy was saying is actually a
dick?
thing that happens. Like psychologically, some people actually will perceive hurt and abuse as like affection. It's like they're kind of you would say it's perverted or warped or whatever, kind of like fucked up in the head. But yeah, I mean, that shit happens.
Can we like get Grace on here to account for her incestuous father fucking ways?
No,
Can we get her in here?
She's not gonna do that. She only hops on.
That's gay.
Grace was the first one to expose Ben, and she's asked for separation many times. Said she was afraid of Ben. Like she's made many cries for help,
But when she
I feel
gets
like
the separation, she cries and freaks out and
know
wants
what?
it back.
I am a generous
the incest freak narrative, because
I will
it's
allow
just more.
Grace. I will allow Grace to stay on my boat so long as she performs the same services for me that she does for her father. That's all I ask.
Yeah. But are you okay with being Eskimo Bros of Ben?
No, that's actually pretty disturbing. I don't want to catch his diseases.
You'd get the shit worms.
How is he like? I gotta be honest. He's very raccoon-like, isn't he, Ben?
How so?
Not really.
He's somewhat like a giant raccoon.
Explain.
He just has the general
Raccoons are
mannerism of
clean.
a garbage-dwelling vermin, and he's got bags under his eyes, like heavy fucking bags.
It's more
under
like
his
a
eyes.
walrus. Like raccoons move around.
But raccoons they move around in trash though. Walruses don't.
Yeah, much like Ben. Have you seen how he lives?
He just lays down. He doesn't really move around.
He lays down in
Is he still homeless? Is he still homeless? Is he out
they
of
have an
that situation?
apartment, but not for long.
Ooh, what happened?
Well, I think their lease is coming up, and I don't know if they can pay rent. Rumor has it they're not going to be able to.
Well, I mean, we all know what happens when they get desperate enough, right?
I mean, rumor also has it that Grace Stewart's been doing cam shows.
Boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really that interested.
Yeah, and I gotta say that like Courtney, she went through years of abuse, and like she never left on her own. Like Ben literally kicked her out of the family. So when people expect like Grace to like leave because Courtney was able to, it's completely different because Ben is obsessed with like Grace and not Courtney.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, so, yeah, Mormon, you could stay on if you want to. I'm gonna try to play the rest of this. On what I'm showing here. So this is. Do you know who Jack Talcott is?
What is Jack Talcott?
Oh my God, how do you explain it? He's a dude. That doesn't help you any. All right, he's this dude who's all about like preaching like positivity, like with positive vibes, with love, you overcome everything. He's a self-help guy, self-help coach sort of guy, but he's also apparently he has a rape baby, which is kind of funny, kind of fucked up.
Beautiful.
Oh,
I know.
his family hates him because he's really passive aggressive and dickhead.
Apparently, there's some history of DV in his past and stuff.
Like
I don't know.
he was constantly putting like Ben on his stream and acting like he was like a man to take advice from. So I went on and showed the truth. The truth his audience deserved to see.
Yeah, you did that. My thing on that one is you do that, and if I say, "Oh yeah, that was cool what you did," it means in turn that's good on that they could do the same thing to me. At least in my head, I operate on those
I don't
rules.
know. I don't think so.
It was funny though. I will say that. Anyway, yeah, let's play this.
Where the cars are. All the different people that are dealing with, the Republican convention are likely going to be there. Now, does that mean you're going to get close to Trump? No.
I'm waiting for Grace to talk.
It has to be just a fucking real honest statement. Chances are slim to none that you're going to get anywhere near him, even with you in Baltimore. Okay?
Right.
So,
Great. So Scott,
hold on.
So Scott, you've already concluded that my goals are foolish. I've heard that repeatedly from you. So I don't need any more of this. That's what you don't get.
It sounds like you've concluded that your goals are foolish.
No, don't.
Because
Grace,
if someone tries to help you with your goals, you get angry at them.
Grace, please pause. Do not continue to misrepresent me, please. Okay?
Oh, but I think she's doing it the right way. No, but so more context here, Mormon Shaggy. So Jack Talcott's #1 dream goal is to meet Donald Trump, like to shake his hands. Okay? And Grace Thorpe, Ben Thorpe, they have this gay Mexican guy named Lalo who's going to CPAC for some reason. Okay? All right. So they developed this plan to try to get Jack to go to CPAC to get as close as he can ever to Trump in real life. Because, like, whatever. But Jack turned it down.
And this guy's like a weirdo, right?
Yeah, he's kind of a weirdo. So, of course, the Thorpes are all pissy because Jack turned down the offer, and they're not. He's not doing what they want him to do. So that's what's going on here.
I'm not misrepresenting you. I may be getting
You're
something.
You're not understanding me that way.
Yeah.
Therefore, you're not representing me accurately. Now, I appreciate you because you do have a gift. You have a skill of understanding. Okay, and I see that, and I appreciate it. The reality is, though, Uncle Jeff and others, I've been learning my path. I don't give a shit what you think of my goals or how I sound or how I look. My path has been, for the past 8 years, pretty much solitude, learning how to trust in the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the show. I don't have much
All right,
to
Mormon,
add to this.
you take it easy. Take it easy, man.
Yep.
All right. Hey, no fap. Oh, hey. So I think we. Was there anything else you wanted to say about the love thing? I think we hashed it out.
Shit, let me think real quick if there was anything else. I kind of got distracted. I can't really think of anything at the moment, but
alrighty. Now, there are moments where Grace does seem to be very happy with her dad, But of course, there's moments where she's like obviously traumatized, you know, and that could be like Stockholm syndrome in a way. Like maybe she's happy because it makes him happy, and that means like she won't get, you know, hurt or something.
Yeah, I think
we're
that
talking
Ben
about
was not.
But we're also
I
talking
think
about
that
a
Ben was,
mindset
like,
that was developed when she was a kid, probably through like grooming and stuff, to where it's very confusing.
Yeah. I thought of more stuff. Yes. I think if like Ben was like not able to like enact the threat of like, you know, tracking her down for her own good, I think Grace would leave. She's tried to leave like a few times, but like I think the problem is she keeps trying to like reason with Ben and like get his permission to leave. Like she doesn't want to be in like a Cape Fear scenario.
So you're saying that Grace has been wanting to leave this whole time? She's been wanting to get away
for a while. Yeah, she's like literally been asking
she can't
him
get away
like,
because of fear of that her dad's gonna
fear
hurt
of
her.
being tracked down, like he threatened. Yeah, he literally said he'd track her down for her own good. Like he's crazy. Like she's afraid of his mental illness. And like she has a reason to be afraid. Like Ben is not dangerous to like anyone else. He's not dangerous to Courtney, but he does have a special obsession with Grace. He was
dangerous to Courtney. He did hit Courtney.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's true. But like he stopped clinging to Courtney. He literally forced Courtney to like move out of the house and took her house. So like it's a completely different thing. Like just because Courtney was able to doesn't mean like that Grace was in the same situation. And like I do think that the grooming it does go back like very far. Like we have to talk about the finger sniffing incident when like Grace
we're talking
was
about
just
decades of abuse, man.
Yeah,
So-
it started really young, and like that finger sniffing incident, like when you really think about like how that possibly could have happened, like it has to like implicate Ben. There's no way Ben was like innocent in that story. That guy he's the same person that says that babies have the perfect vaginas for porn.
Oh God,
like
yeah, okay. Yeah.
If Grace is like touching herself,
I'm sitting here trying to think of moments where Grace was away from her dad, and to see. So, like, you know, there was a couple moments where Ben was arrested and was in jail for a little bit.
Yeah. When he was in jail for like 2 weeks or a week or 2 weeks, I forget how long, but yeah, that was definitely a good time when she absolutely should have ran away or gotten away, but like she's literally been you know getting groomed her entire conscious life.
I hear that,
and like,
but at the same time, it's kind of like people could go and try to help her get out of the situation, but she's not going to take it. You know, she's not going to take any sort of offers. She's not going to leave him.
There's always going to be that fear of violence until Ben is like physically disabled.
There has to be the fear of violence. Like, what can he really do? Like, he's practically disabled. He's so lazy.
He could purchase a gun. He could stalk someone and purchase a gun. He is a person still.
Grace could go anywhere. Like, Grace could get like a ticket and go somewhere.
Dead man. Hold on. Ben is constantly fantasizing about Lolita. Do you remember how that ends? It ends with the pedo cuckold shooting the cool dude.
Okay.
But I mean, if you've never been like groomed your whole life and molested by your dad, like you can't really say, oh, she had one good week to get away. Like you don't know how she feels and like broken down mentally over and over again.
Yeah.
And the court system hasn't protected her in the past. So even if she tried to get away, you know what I mean? And you don't know what Ben's saying to her on the phone, like on those like jail calls and shit too. So she probably already felt like the courts, if Ben could get arrested and he has to do a year or two, she'd probably be able to figure it out. But especially a girl that young, and only having a week to figure it out. You know what I mean? We've all made stupid decisions in our lives about being around shitty people, but they weren't molesting us since we were children. You can't really say how she should feel when you haven't been in that situation. A lot of times it takes women like into their 30s to get away from a family member that's been abusing them since a kid.
A good point. Very valid point there.
I don't know.
Because you gotta think all this.
Gucci's right.
Okay, all the quote simps that have tried to talk to Grace and try to get them away and all that. Ben was always in the picture.
Not really.
Oh, I'm just saying, like the ones that actually tried. I think you were one of them, right? Ben was always in the picture to kind of stop it. There
also, they want
to
to fuck her. Yeah. They're not trying to take her away to help her and get her into therapy and help her become stable and see what life can look like without him. It's all dudes that want to fuck her.
Ben, Jeremy, and Lalo hate Grace. They go there to help Ben. They know that the meetups are a punishment on Grace. They are just down with the daddy pill cause, and they do it to help Ben.
Yeah, I mean, Jeremy's a lost cause on that. There was that Lauren De Laguna girl that offered her apartment, but I don't,
Yeah, Lauren De Laguna was sincere, and that's what happens when people try to help Grace. Ben will just ask Grace to sit in the RV with her phone off until the opportunity or whatever passes.
Or the whole thing with Dalish or whatever, when Dalish was trying to set firm boundaries before they met up. Ben was like, "Oh, I can't easily control this woman, so I don't want Grace to be around her." And I don't think they even met.
Yeah.
Right? The collab, the meetup, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that was Ben trying to push her boundaries. She didn't let him. And then he flipped out because he doesn't want Grace to be around anyone who's, who's emotionally or, sets boundaries and is a woman, because he doesn't want that to rub off on Grace. Same thing with their Discord. Most people wouldn't let people in their Discord talking shit about their body, but Ben probably wants people to beat down on Grace and not make her feel like broken. Leave this environment.
Insulting and breaking someone down is a core part of the brainwashing process, along with sleep deprivation. Grace goes through both of that, and she has a bunch of pedo dorks in the chat insulting her as well to help Ben.
Yeah. No, so I think it's all fucked, and it sucks that it's being broadcast on the internet, because then she's also having lost cause fallacy. Everybody's seen her worst moments, so when you're making a bad decision, you just keep doubling down on it, because to realize how terrible the decision you're making, you have to think about all the terrible choices you've made, versus keep doing it thinking it's a good thing.
And she feels trapped, and she already went in this far. Might as well go all the way. Because where else are you going to go? Oh, okay. That might explain why she feels like she can't stream, why she's not a good streamer. Because all those insults that you see on the Discord are mostly towards Grace. It's kind of wild to see. It's like they hate her, but they're like, "Hey, when are you going to stream?" But I think it actually does affect her, because she doesn't really stream as much as she used to.
Yeah,
definitely affects her confidence.
Yeah, she cried because people said she was doing the incest consensually. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like being the online spokesperson for incest and pedophilia for Ben.
Right. And then,
nobody gets molested.
And every time she tries to get away from it, Ben pulls her back into it even more so. There's times where she will try to say something to try to I don't know, she's trying to get away from it, but she can't. Ben won't let her. So.
No, and Ben won't never let her live it down. I wonder how much blackmail stuff, those photos that were on their Discord of Grace and Lolly half naked and stuff. I wonder how much bad photos Ben has.
Yeah,
exactly.
Now,
some
people might still some people might look at Ben how he is now and just see a broken, disgusting man and kind of wonder but what can he really do? We got to take into account the years and years and years and years of grooming and abuse to explain this. She's seen Ben in very. I can only imagine, like when she was much younger, the stuff Ben had done to her. You know, that really put the fear
Ben blackmailed
in her eyes,
Courtney
in her
too.
mind. Yeah.
Yeah, like Ben blackmailed Courtney too. He clearly asked her to suck Grace's nipples, then he held that over her head, threatening to expose her for that, claiming she sexually tortured Grace. Like blackmail is definitely what Ben does.
Yeah. And you like what they post on the internet and stuff that they're not embarrassed for, that's clearly abuse. Like imagine what they feel embarrassed to post or embarrassed to talk about. And then they also take a lot of days off streaming. So I wonder if it's like a cycle of abuse, you know? Like they stop streaming because the abuse is really bad that week, you know, or whatever. And then makes her get back on stream again the next week. I don't know. I just feel bad for her. And I feel bad for the siblings having to watch it all unfold on the internet.
The siblings I do feel bad for. I do feel bad for Grace a little bit. Sometimes it's like I do laugh at her, but it's like because like what can you do? Like how can we help her? We really can't help her, can we? I mean, you have to.
No, unfortunately, it's
You have to convince Ben to stop clinging. You have to just make it as painful and unpleasant for him as possible.
Yeah.
I think he gets off on that too, you know. But
he probably gets off on the shame part too, like people laughing at Grace. He probably gets off.
He hates emasculation, though. Emasculation is the key to demoralizing Ben.
That might be it. Yeah, he really does not like being embarrassed about his manhood. Or
he clings to Grace because he thinks it makes him look like more manly. But like if he's emasculated enough, I think that's the easiest way to like get Ben to stop clinging.
Yeah.
I think that's how
so
he
Chad,
works.
you've heard this here. I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, do you think Grace is afraid to leave Ben because of the fear of violence?
Or the blackmail. It could be a few things together.
And it's all she knows. I mean, there's this guy, I've tried helping him out. He's homeless, but he's been homeless since he was like 13. He's had shit happen to him in shelters. He has seizures. Like, so for him to get stable is going to take like some organization reaching out and helping him. Like, if that's all you know, it's hard to be a healthy person if you've never had a stable life.
Yeah, exactly. Because
you know, you don't know how to get away from it.
That's what you see. That's your normal. You get used to it. And like, you can't imagine your life in any other way.
Yeah, and if you can't trust your own parents not to fucking put shit on the internet about you or hurt you, why would you trust some organization coming out the woodwork and being like, we'll put you up, you know, we'll make sure you're okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna hop down. Y'all have a good one.
You have a good one, Gucci. That was a real talk. I like that. That was good.
Yeah.
Gucci's good. Anyway, we'll play the rest of this. I still have some time. Hey guys, if you're liking the stream, definitely press the like button. It definitely helps out a lot. And let's finish this. I want to see if what Grace says to Jack. We're definitely not finishing any fish tank tonight. I'll probably just drop the thing altogether.
Oh.
All right.
The words of the Bible, they've been confirmed to me. I don't have any belief in God anymore. I don't have any doubts in God anymore. I trust and know that God is with us, with these ideas of ending wars, of ending the lunacy of secrecy. If people actually, here's where my anger comes up, Grace. If people if truly understood what Pac and I have been talking about the governments and the economic systems, we'd have riots in the streets. There'd be reforms in a week. We wouldn't put up with this shit.
Okay. You brought up a couple of ideas that I don't want to step on nobody's toes. I don't want to interrupt. But number one, I take it that you're talking about the God that's in the book.
Come on, Grace, get back in there.
That starts with Revelation. Genesis ends in Revelations has 66 books.
I'm
in
gonna
it. First
skip
words
this
are
guy.
in the beginning. Doesn't
flesh.
Come on, does Grace
is
get
that
back
no
in?
matter the whole spiritually around which It ain't. I don't take it any more serious than the Marvel universe.
That guy's on drugs.
So the apocalypse are going to rise.
Yeah, he smokes meth. I like him.
That God in that. Okay, hold on. My turn.
Thank you for sharing, Jeff.
If that and I'm just dealing with this book. We can't change God's mind. That book, the way it's put together. Do you know why God sounds?
This is
like?
the most entertaining part.
To forgive the
free will.
one.
I just want to land. Could be about this. I really do.
Like he kind of talked the wallow guy becoming Grace's like gal pal. Like
yeah, but this Jeff guy can talk forever.
Arguing again.
Holy shit!
That has 66.
I started seeing it differently, and when you truly
skip ahead,
you need other things to feel good, but that's.
We have 2 vampires in the back, actually.
I was hoping to see
that way, and
I was wanting to see the Thorpes like rage out because someone told me it was pretty spicy, but so far it's been.
And yeah, but you have something to say, but no, what is coming out? I don't know.
Already way better than Tommy's preaching.
It is. It's beautiful, and if I understood you, there's a lot of energy that.
It kind of looks like they just
does come through us, and I think part of who we are. We've got to, part of our development is we've got to learn how to regulate that energy that's coming through us, right?
Jack, I just watched you say you don't like being misrepresented and you want to have conversations after letting your daddy keep us from that for like an hour. So are you aware? Are you aware of the consequences?
Holy cow.
What is this complaint? I'm sorry.
That's the progress, Jack. It's not all feel goods to.
That guy's like cracking up.
To grow.
Really hear him.
It's not. If you want to look into the truth of this, it's going to feel like that a lot.
You can still be miserable in the Holy Spirit and everything, and encounter with Jesus.
Yes. They are onto something, Tom. You are not. You should let this person vampire, and I was on it again, Tom, proving I'm the God of all media while you were rambling. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I have a funny feeling that actually the Thorpes don't really crash out here; they just drop off, and they just seem to just disappear. Very soon. So let's see.
Vampire has it.
I know that's what you say.
Free will.
Vampires, unfortunately.
I don't know, Tom. Maybe try to be a vampire or something. Go try it out on your channel.
Try to be with. Can you please try to be with the Holy Spirit? Can you try to be with the Holy Spirit, Mr. Christian?
That mockery is why I'm sure you're not on our team.
Mockery?
You sat up here earlier. You weren't listening, Jack. You sat up here earlier, said every single person has for you what while you're up.
Skip.
Vampire. Whatever. You're kind of
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
As it should, the language.
Jack, could this be an opportunity to clarify? I'm not saying that everyone wants to judge you. I think you are too inclined to judge yourself. Maybe it's an opportunity to clarify, like, what is it that you really are called to do? And maybe it isn't to change the world by talking to politicians and creating a utopian society. Like, that seems a little like ridiculous, right? I mean,
that's kind of wild. Talk to Trump and create a utopian society. All right.
That's ridiculous.
Good luck.
It doesn't even seem like you're invested personally.
Right. You don't care and no one cares, right? Like, so maybe what you're trying to say is I want to make the world a better place, but maybe that's not the means to doing it. And this shows you, like, you don't even really care about that. You don't believe in it and no one else believes
I feel like that's him.
Hey, Ben, hold on. You're going to hang your hat on that conclusion of me. That I don't really care about ending wars and trying to bring reforms to the world.
No, you care about making the world a better place.
Ben, right, but you're narrowing it down, Grace, and both of you guys are fascinating.
He's gonna rage.
You're truly fascinating subjects. You're creatures on this YouTube experience that I've been paying. I've noticed you're here with me, and there's a reason. But God bless, your assumptions and your narratives of me are not.
Why don't you respond to what I said instead of like?
Well, that would be great, but you continued on, and let me not lecture you.
Not really, Jack.
Okay.
Maybe you don't care.
But it's like they struck a nerve because the way he's reacting. So it's like he does care.
Great, but you continued on, and let me not lecture you.
Not really, Jack.
Okay.
Maybe you don't care about that, and maybe you're right because it's a fantasy that has no grounding in reality.
When should I answer, Ben? When should I answer? How many times you want to repeat your narrative? Please.
You could answer. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I mean, I tried, and I don't want to keep complaining, but please, the narrative is not helpful, dude. Now, I am absolutely committed to this idea of finding a way. Now, do I believe that flying myself to Texas short notice for this event, do I think that is the best way for me? No, I don't. I'm not convinced. Now, for you to misrepresent me and paint this bullshit story that I'm not committed, I've moved across the nation to pursue this.
But you won't take
Jack, let me just challenge you. I think if Donald Trump was in the next room and
He should spin this back on them and be like, you guys are just butthurt because I won't take your stupid offer. like I did when they paneled up about the whole dating thing. I was like, no, I'm not doing that. A dating panel?
Yeah.
What the fuck? I ain't doing that shit with you as a wingman, Mr. PDF man. No. You have a gay Mexican as a wingman? No, I ain't doing that shit. If I did a dating panel stream, I'd be a clown on purpose just to fuck it up. I think that's what you're supposed to do. Anyway,
yeah. I mean, seems dumb to take advice from like any of the dating panel people, like Princess or Playing with Fire. So,
like, it's dumb to take advice from anyone who's like daddy pilled. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, like, other thing here, one thing that I observed is that, you know, everyone has a sore spot. You know, that one, especially that one thing they bring up, it's gonna get a response. Like, for me, it's probably the divorce right now. Give it a little bit and be a little bit. Okay, whatever it is, what it is. I'm just being real right now. And with Ray Sachs, it's the kratom, man. You talk about the kratom, it gets a response, right?
yeah. I mean, I respond to, you know, a lot of things, but I mean, I feel pretty confident in my kratom use, honestly.
Yeah, and I feel pretty confident when, you know, with the way things are going in my life right now. You know? You don't feel confident with your kratom use?
You're
just on drugs, dude. You're just delusional. See, now we're doing it. See? All right.
He said, I'll have a half hour with Jack. You wouldn't knock on the door.
Yeah, you're wrong. Tell you what, I'm done entertaining that too. If that's what you want to believe, have a good evening. Okay. I'm ready to wrap up. We're over 3 hours. This isn't going anywhere. Thank you, Ben.
I think the last case. Oh wait,
Jack. Moved halfway across the country, but you won't take a 10-hour flight. Full of shit. Kick me too. Go ahead, do it.
You're going to stand on that, Grace?
It's the truth. You moved halfway across the country, but you won't take a 10-hour flight.
I won't take a 10-hour flight for what, Grace?
For an opportunity to meet Trump or any of his representatives.
Is it an opportunity, or is it an opportunity to hang out in a coliseum with a bunch of other ticket holders, like a bunch of fucking groupies at a rock concert? Tell you what, young lady. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll tell you something, Jack. I'll tell you about. I just got to say it, man. The way you kick people out is fucking refreshing.
Okay. That was kind of funny. It was a slow burn. But compared to like other Thorped moments, it's like whatever. But you got Jack to kind of get raged. It's fine. I do like that.
Go
ahead.
I heard today. OPC said that his father was like Ben, and that actually explains like a lot of his behavior. He's like he's got the Jeremy mindset where like he was aroused and traumatized by, you know, his father doing whatever as a child, and now he seeks out Ben to be like his new daddy and like Grace to be his new sister.
Yeah, that would explain that, especially the way he looks at Ben. OPC Don kind of looks at Ben like a father. I see that anyway.
Yeah, he said that his father was like Ben. That kind of explains a lot about him.
Okay. Yeah. But also, did OPC Don ever talk about having a sister?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean,
or a niece?
Well,
I don't know.
I'm not sure exactly what he meant by his dad was like Ben, but yeah,
I just wanted
like maybe he just listened to his parents having sex.
I just wanted to draw a family tree. I like drawing trees. Yeah. So, but okay. I was gonna say, man, see, this is why I need kratom so I can just remember things all the time.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh. I do like that people are actually turning down like the Thorped's ideas. You know, usually like when they cook up an idea and they pin it to someone, they'll take it and then you'll get like a little Thorpe arc. But now lately it's been like people have been telling him no. We're not doing it. They're getting shut down. So I don't know if there's gonna be much on this Thorpe train, man, because summertime is coming. But if there's not really any new characters, it's really just gonna be. It's gonna be Grace, Ben, and probably Jeremy and King again with some Lalo.
Yeah, I think the climate on Talcott's like channel changed after like Ben's chode was exposed. Like he can't keep claiming that like Ben is a respectable person anymore.
No, yeah. Once we see that, it's pretty much over. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's true. So anyway, I will be wrapping up here. I'm kind of house sitting a new dog right now. It's not ours. We cannot keep this dog at this house. I know I'm not going to be at this house for much longer, but I'm just like, this makes no sense because the backyard cannot contain that beast of a dog. So I'm going to take it out.
Okay, well, thank you for having me on. Have a good one.
Yeah. All right. You have a good one, Resax. Have a good one. Oh. Wait, hold on. I guess let me shout out everybody who's watching right now, I guess. How are we doing? You doing all right? You can't believe OPC lost to D-Dog in the Boyd Madness? Yeah. So shout out to Candy Warhol, Christoph, Chunk, Envy Girl, Gobbledygook, Greatest Ally, Anthony B, Inferno, Killer Tony, Milk Cow, NDR, Pixie Poo, Snafu Crew, Talcott Express, and on YouTube. All right, thank you guys for watching. Press the like button if you haven't already. And Devin's was going to leave like the dog in the backyard. All right, yeah. Anyway, y'all take it easy and have a good one.